What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Y'all, watching, everybody bookmark this. What is today's date? The 25th of August? Yes, the 25th of August, 2025. I'm going to say this looking directly at the camera, wherever the camera is. I had to set up lighting in my suite. So if I have shadows, it's because I'm not a professional lighting expert. These are not dark circles. It's just bad lighting on my part. But let me just say that after watching that reunion, someone needs to cut me, Jesse, Ricky, Dwight, EJ. I think his name is Eldwin. I can't pronounce his last name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Widlin. Somebody needs to cut all of us a check. Someone needs to cut all of us a check. I'm going to say it again. Someone needs to cut me, Jesse, Dwight, Widlin, EJ, Ricky, and all the other Black and brown creators who have brought substance and depth and wit and shaming of the devil to this conversation. Because as much as I think that Ariana had a beautiful gown, and so did Andy, as much as I think they did the best that they could because of the level of social commentary that we've been doing on the ground, the bar was too high for whatever the fuck I just watched. I do not think Andy and Ariana did a bad job. They did a great job. And because they did a great job, and I still walked away feeling so robbed for the audience, this might be the moment where I realize those of us who are doing it independently at a much higher caliber because of cultural competency and a level of nuance you can't learn, you either have it or you don't. Any of us could have done a better job. Any of us. I'm not being cocky. Watching that reunion just made me realize that somebody needs to cut me a fucking check. Anyways, guys, welcome to tonight's episode of Bluecentric Live. I am your host, Blue Telusma, and today we're going to be bringing up my good friend, because here's the thing. I've only been doing this for a month. Look at how much we've evolved in a month, child. We got tickers and backgrounds, and there's 800 people, and I haven't even said anything yet. This has escalated very quickly, and I know I've had a bunch of really shiny people join me, but I'm a Taurus, okay? And we don't forget who's been good to us and who hasn't. And so I had to end this the way I began it because she had my back when I was on my couch trying to figure out how to push the buttons. You guys, please welcome Monique motherfucking Nevels.
Hey.
I was just like, yes. Damn, you evolved a lot since you were last here, huh?
No, for real. Look at me. I have a whole mic in front of me. Like, what is life? Like,
okay, let's start seeing who's in here.
Real.
Girl, I'm so mad.
Girl, what?
Somebody owes me money. After what I just saw, somebody owes me money.
Can I get a check too? Because listen, because what the fuck did we just watch?
Somebody said the question sucked. I'm disappointed in the reunion.
Hello? Like, that shit was terrible.
They're happy to see you back.
Hello.
Blue, you are doing a Monday philosophy. What's my name? Socrates. Afro these nuts. I don't know. Sorry, y'all. That's not very. I'm supposed to. I had a drink. I'm not even gonna hold you. I had to have alcohol. I don't even drink like that, but I put a little bit of something in my tea because I was very stressed.
Listen, and you brought the Aries in here with you, so that's part of it too. You brought the Aries in here with you.
I took copious notes, and before because here's the thing. There's so much fuckery. We cannot do this emotionally because it's gonna be too much ADHD, right?
Yeah.
I took notes in chronological order. I'm gonna ask the audience, do not jump ahead to what happened the last 10 minutes if we're going in order.
Híjole, chinga.
If we're in the first 30 minutes, please don't jump ahead to what happened at the very end. Let's Let's go on a journey, because there's two things that are happening. Those of us who were just robbed need to talk about our feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And those of you who don't watch the show but just watch us talk shit about people that y'all don't know, y'all need to be able to keep up. So
Right.
I'm going in order because based on the metrics, about 50% of the audience doesn't even watch the fucking show.
Okay. Right.
Y'all just
That
there for
part.
the vibes, okay? And I
Right.
appreciate y'all. I will say this. You guys know we always have a phrase of the day whenever we go live. When this live is over, not now, because y'all always want to do it immediately. When this live is over, I want you to write in the comments, cut the check. Okay, just write in the comments. That's the phrase of this live, is cut the check. I do believe that we manifest when we have the, look at Monique's face. She heard check and all your teeth showed up. Bitch.
Cut the check. Hey, I was singing. Sorry.
I mean, I was singing that song in my head too. Let's first start off with Ariana. What are your thoughts around Ariana and Andy being the host? And it doesn't have to be disparaging, right? It's just your initial thoughts before you knew what was going to happen. Because when I first saw them on the screen, I had lots of hope.
Yeah, I mean, she looked really pretty. Yeah, she looked beautiful. I was happy to hear Andy was going to be there because I was like, okay, Andy, Real Housewives, he's going to hold people accountable. He's going to clock tea, right? And he did hold some feet to the fire. I will say that. He tried the best he could do, but yeah, I just didn't feel like the questions were like, but I just feel like, yeah.
Ariana was the most boring person, objectively speaking, on her show until she got cheated on by a much more charismatic but messy person. And she always played the cool girl who would, yes, give us nothing. She was the original Clark. All right. Ariana was the white Clark, just vibes. Give us nothing, Clark, right? And so I realized that boring cast members actually make decent hosts. Because it's almost like if Amaya had been a host on the show, right? Andy needed the black woman as a co-host. I actually do believe that.
I do too.
But even a Latina, but not Sally. And let me explain why. Somebody said, I'm glad Landry got to cry and talk about Honda Sting. Yes, she did, but she didn't cry enough. I think if Amaya or even Sally from previous seasons, had they been his co-host, they have such a loud shtick, a gimmick. Watching that gimmick for 2 hours would have driven me crazy.
Yeah. No, I love Sally. Sally's from my hometown, Sacramento. Like, love her to death, but
watch her for 2 hours do that. It would have
no.
Crazy.
No.
Oh my God, occur. I could not watch you go occur for 2 fucking hours. I actually think Ariana, am I wrong? Okay. I think Ariana being boring for a good host, because then it's not about her. Ooh, so I will say this. I will give Ariana an A for effort. We saw people coming in. Did you have any predictions about something that you thought would happen that did happen?
I thought that Taylor would apologize. I think that they would hold his feet to the fire. And I thought that...
Is the tech messing up? Can you...
I think you're like breaking up a little bit. You're good now. Oh no, you're breaking up. Is it both of us or is it just Blue? Is it Blue's Wi-Fi or is it both of us?
It might be my Wi-Fi because, let me see. This is a boutique hotel. I didn't want to get it. I should have gone to fucking Hilton. Their Wi-Fi would have worked. I was just trying to be.
Okay.
All right, it's just me. Is it better now, guys?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're good.
Everything's good?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. And because I'm in the hotel and I went to a boutique hotel, I will say this, guys, being bougie sometimes is an issue because the boutique hotels, I don't think are meant for streaming. They expect me to be laying on my sheet count. Had I gone to a Hilton, I would not be having this. Hilton be having like 8,000 people on one fucking Wi-Fi.
Right.
This is what I get for being bourgeois. I should have went to the fucking Hilton. Good to know. What did I miss? The last thing I asked you was there any predictions you made? And then I started acting like Teddy Riley. I apologize, guys.
Teddy Riley is wild. I just predicted Taylor apologizing. You're fucking hilarious. And I predicted that was really it. Taylor apologizing and I was predicting the last scene that we saw. The whatchamacallit,
The montage?
Yeah. No, not the last. I think I walked out on the very last scene, but the one before of the them showing us everything from the heart rate challenge.
Oh,
I predicted that. That's it. That's all I
yeah.
predicted.
Okay, so let's get right into it. I wrote down here,
Oh wait, sorry. And I predicted Huda not taking accountability. But
well,
that's
is that
really
a
it.
prediction or is today just the day of the week that it
Today
is?
just ends in Y.
Yeah, I feel like if anybody was betting money on her to taking accountability, you are a fool who needs to be parted from your money.
The odds
Um,
are
the odds are for not in your favor. Okay. So here's the funny thing about Huda, right? She ended the season the way that she started it, as a black scent wielding, toxically positive mantra machine. All she kept on doing is spitting out mantras. Huda, so do you take responsibility for riding Ace's dick? You know, you live and you learn. Huda, that's not an answer to the question. So let's start from the beginning. The first thing that happened was they asked Nick, do you prefer Frico Nico or Nicolandria? And he said Frico
Frigo.
Nico.
Mm-hmm.
How do you currently feel about Nick now that you've had 7 whole weeks or whatever to watch him
Listen.
finesse our girl into falling in love like Cinderella?
Listen, today when I saw him when they asked him on that podcast, like pick a celebrity, and he still said her, and then
OMG,
he was
celebrity.
then he still turned around and said he would choose the host. I said, this man's charisma. I fucking love this man. I love him.
Yeah.
No one can get me to hate this man. I love him.
I actually think that Nick being successful before being on the show and Ace being successful before being on the show, because Ace was already, again, I was a fan of Ace for a year before he even made it on the
Mhm.
show.
Mhm.
I think that's why they're probably acting the most natural with the fame because it's not new
Mhm.
to them.
Mhm.
You can
Mhm.
tell who's getting their first little taste.
Mhm.
You know
Mhm.
those videos they have of a baby eating ice cream for the first time, and what always happens? It'll be a cute little baby eats ice cream and turns into a crackhead.
Mhm.
It starts getting crazy, right? I
Mhm.
think everybody in their first taste is acting like.
Mhm. And it's showing.
I don't think it's just that Nick and Ace are charismatic. They're not new to this.
Right.
Nick even said they hate us because they ain't us. I said, Leroy, is that you? What is
It's hello.
I think we don't have to invite Nick to barbecue. I think Nick is already at the barbecue talking to somebody's
Right.
donkey.
Right. Someone said today in the
And
comments, I was
what
reading
it
the
said,
comments. Someone said in the comments today,
what
like,
happened?
not Nick knowing how to play spades, and I'm black and I don't know how to play spades. Like, how is this a thing? Like, how is
You
this
saw
a
that clip
thing?
of him playing space with Nick Cannon?
Yes. Yes. They said, how does he already know how to play spades? I'm
Yeah.
like, listen, he's already at the cookout. He's already here. He's
Said
already
that
there.
they're annoyed that they didn't show Alandria and Nick's heart rate challenge. Well, here's the thing that's crazy about that is I feel like they didn't spend enough time on Alandria and Nick in general. And I'm going to get into that. I feel like they were
Mhm.
trying to be democratic, but the fame was not democratic.
Mm-mm.
I said I have mixed feelings about Shelly's handling of the convo with Huda based on the clip they showed. Actually, I don't have mixed feelings, and I'm actually
Mm-mm.
put that down as an emotional intelligence tip. That
Yeah.
was meant to create confusion. I'm going
Mhm.
to explain that
Oh,
on the list. We're going
Blue, you're cutting out again.
to
Mm.
think. Am I still good?
Yeah, you're cutting out again.
You guys write in the comments if I'm still good because I see something pausing. Write it in the comments. I'm breaking up. Okay. This is so weird. My Wi-Fi has been perfect all day. Am
Of
I good
course.
now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, cool. You guys, I'm so sorry. I apologize. This is happening tonight of all nights. Although knowing this hotel, everybody's probably watching Love Island. I'm gonna say this. I really thought it was interesting how when we saw Huda, she came and said that she is here for only good vibes only. What was your reaction when you saw how good vibes only Huda was from the very beginning? Because that's how she started the show. What was your first feeling when you realized that she was gonna take that stance?
I mean, I literally just rolled my eyes. I mean, that's was my vibe. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yes, Monique, not you. Clark looks like, yeah, that's Huda. All right, so Huda
Mhm.
showed the replay, right? There was a replay that happened at the beginning. In the
Yeah.
replay, they showed the exact moment where Huda used in order to pull Chris away from Shelly. They also show how Brian ended up with Amaya just by being a good Samaritan. Him simply saying she's Latina, meet her halfway, he ended up in a relationship. We now know that Amaya and Brian are not together. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Has that not been confirmed to everybody at this point? That Amaya and
Mm-hmm.
Brian are together? Now, when you watch it, Amaya's body language during the part about Brian cheating, her body language was wild. What did you think about him saying he had a lapse in judgment? Because that's Puerto Rican for I have an outside family.
Mm-hmm. I have an outside family is wild. Like,
is it not?
It
Please
is.
tell me if I'm wrong.
No. I have
a lapse in judgment means you have a little brother.
But the thing is, like, them trying to clear it up is like, oh, I was just pouring shots for everyone, and her being.
If going on. Okay, I'm gonna see if going on my Wi-Fi makes this better. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna try to do a personal hotspot because this is fucking with me. I have been sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me see if there's a hotspot option. Monique, it's a good thing you're on because if I have to hotspot, at least you'll be here. Is everything looking good right now?
Yeah, it's still a little blurry, but you sound good now.
I sound good? Okay.
Yeah,
you guys, if
good.
we can make it through Mercury retrograde,
we can make it through this. Yeah, for sure. She is still a little blurry. I know the reunion didn't hit for me like I thought it was going to hit. I'm just going to say that too. Like,
is this better or worse, guys?
It's better. It's better. It's better. It's better. We're doing better. We're doing better. Say something. Say something. I'm giving up on you. Frozen. Yeah, you're frozen again.
Monique?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I'm just going to go back on the hotel Wi-Fi because I think. No, hold on.
Austin was dead ass asleep during that whole reunion.
You guys, give us a quick second. I apologize. No, I think, was Austin and Iris on pharmaceuticals?
I think Austin definitely was. For sure. Yeah. For sure. He definitely had to have been. He is super cringe. He was so cringe.
Monique?
I can hear you. Hello. Monique? I'm just sitting here. Hello?
Yeah, I said, which one is better, the second one or the first one? I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you right now.
This one was better.
This is better?
This one was better.
No, I've done two different ones. So stay where I am right now.
Yeah, because you were.
Monique, answer me with words.
Yeah. This one was better. This one's better right here where you're at. Because the one before,
when you pause, I can't tell if you're pausing or if the thing is acting up. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
this all right, you guys, better. I am so sorry about that. This is so annoying. Okay, is there a delay? Because it seems like you're answering me on a delay.
No, there's now. No. Now there's not a delay. No, I'm not answering. I'm talking.
Okay.
To you
You're just a slow responder. I'm like, girl, what is happening?
Yes.
All right. Because I am so sorry about. I'm like, you're just staring at me. Please talk.
Well, because I don't know if you're gonna like glitch out again, so I'm waiting to see. I'm like, is she gonna glitch or is she gonna stay?
But that makes
or do I wait to
glitching.
Respond? Oh.
You guys, I am so sorry. All right, back.
See what happens when you're in here with two neurodivergents. See, I'm waiting to see if she's gonna glitch again. So I'm like,
I was like, girl, I just
respond like, maybe I'll wait to see if she glitches again. If she glitches again,
all right, let's jump back in before God knows an alien comes and plucks me out of here. All right, Amaya's body language during the Brian lapse in judgment thing immediately made my heart sink because maybe this is a Caribbean Latin thing. Actually, this is a toxic thing. We all know that friend who is disassociated while telling a speech about a relationship that's not true. Am I crazy for thinking that immediately when they were talking about his lapse?
Not at all.
Like, it looked like she's like, no, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is... like, I felt like she was on the verge of tears. I will say this, though. Pepe and Isis confirming that they're exclusive at the reunion. Aren't they broken up, too?
They literally unfollowed each other today, too.
Yeah, like every couple.
It's like they were all waiting for the NDA today, and then now that the
I
NDA is
think they
done,
were.
now they
I
can
think
all
they
unfollow
were.
each other.
And then TJ and Iris got closure, but Hannah was backstage looking like she wanted to cry. I
Yep.
think Hannah hasn't been right since she spit started her vagina.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I think the graphic nature.
Mm-mm.
First of all, the word spit sparks in any scenario, someone should
Listen.
feel a way. Someone just said in here
Listen.
that Pepe is a cloud chaser. Do you think Pepe's a cloud chaser?
I don't think so. I didn't get that. You guys think that? Isn't he like
I mean, he does have his titties out a lot. He don't be wearing shirts. We
you
already know
do?
that Nick likes the spotlight, but
Hmm.
Pepe's ex was allegedly a Nigerian girl.
I saw. That's why when they said in that thing, like he was like, "You don't even know my type." He said that to Alandria.
What if more people than Nick were trying to smash Alandria, and that Nick Alandria is just the one that we clocked? What if there was Pep Alandria or Zach Alandria and other Alandria like crushes
Listen,
that we didn't focus on more? I'm being so
listen,
serious.
listen. Alandria is
Somebody said, "What? Yes, his ex-girlfriend is Pepe is the first Mr. Balling overseas." What does that mean, guys?
like because of Chris. Chris is balling overseas.
Oh, Chris and his junior varsity off-season basketball
Mm-hmm.
career. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. I'm gonna get to Chris in a second. I actually think Chris redeemed himself a little bit because he chose violence and told the truth finally. It says here the moment that confirmed that Huda planned to gaslight the audience with toxic positivity the entire season was when they asked her about Chris. And she said, "How's it seeing Chris?" And she said, "Fine, everything's fine,
Fine.
everything's great."
It's fine.
And he said, "It's fucking weird. I don't respect you, and my mama don't like you neither."
Mm-hmm.
You think finally made Chris's mother tell the truth now when she was on the show talking about she my kind of girl, I relate to her?
Like I said, because we came on a live right after that, right? I'm hoping they didn't show them that's what it was. She didn't see the episodes, right? I'm hoping that's what it was. And
Mm,
also, however,
mm.
she saw how her son was actually treated and was like, you know what? Yeah, no, that's a hard pass for me. The last couple episodes, seeing how she treated my son, seeing how she wouldn't let him go to sleep and how she demanded him, no, if you that's how you're gonna treat me, da 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 da. Okay, no,
This is
100%. I'm happy.
this is an interesting comment. Someone said that Hannah Spitshine her cookie on national television has a sweet girl image to society. That is true.
A
If
sweet
she
girl.
wasn't like they consider her sweet, remember Huda kept talking about how sweet she was. Then they let her do that whole kumbaya speech, like as long as we love each other, it's okay that I got my heart broken. Like Hannah is very heavy-handedly crafted as the sweet girl, even at the reunion. But she's also the girl who spit shine her vagina. Do you think like any of the women of color could have gotten away with that and still been able to maintain that image?
Girl, no.
Not even Houdini could have gotten away with
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely not.
Yeah, the Hannah thing, I for some reason find something about her presentation fraudulent.
I think Hannah has some type of like anxiety or
Yes.
some type of like, that's why even today where she was like, it's just so weird seeing everyone and being present and there's something else. I'm not trying to like diagnose. I just can.
Do you know what makes people really anxious when they're trying to be manipulative and realizing that they're not smart enough to pull it off?
Mm-hmm,
It felt like anxiety induced from trying to. It's like she's a less successful Huda. Like
mm,
there's a narrative she wants to create, but her brain can't work fast enough, so she just
mm-hmm.
starts crying.
Oh,
And then they're like, "Oh, you're so sweet." I think the fact that Huda was her biggest supporter, I'm like, Huda's like her little cheerleader, telling like, "Yes, if you cry at this exact moment, they'll fall for it. Just keep crying. Just keep
mm.
crying." Yeah, something about Hannah, I don't know. It was weird to me. And what's also weird is the fact that
She is really childlike.
Charlie was stuck on Hannah. Hannah was stuck on Pepe. Pepe was stuck on Iris, and now Pepe and Iris are no longer together.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for Charlie. I also think the reason why Hannah is fraudulent to me, and tell me if I'm wrong, she cried harder about the girls voting her out in a fair elimination than Olandri and Shelley cried about racism and bullying for 3 months in a row. How is Hannah the one who cried the most? Somebody
Mm-hmm.
said she a 304. I'm not posting that. She a 304 and she's childish. Okay, they think Hannah is a child. You guys, we don't slut shame here. if you want to sleep with people with makeshift lube, uh, somebody said cook her.
Makeshift lube.
We're not gonna
Makeshift
cook her.
lube.
I'm just gonna say. I will say this though. Do you like between Hannah and Iris? Who do you like more?
I have to pick one.
Hmm.
Mm. Um,
I pick
I get.
Iris.
Yeah, I guess Iris.
You know why I pick Iris? Iris seems like a good old rich middle-aged white woman with some great drugs who is
Mm-hmm.
not sure where she is, but she's happy to be there. She reminds me of Kathy Hilton.
Yeah, she's in Calabasas. That makes sense.
She's much
Yeah.
Iris is mature. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And so she looks
mature.
mature too.
Real mature.
She's not Beverly. By the way, guys, this backdrop is an homage to her. This is the Beverly Hills Housewives backdrop.
Stupid.
There's a diamond in the corner. I just grabbed it out. I was like, yo, Iris is on some good drugs. Iris does not know where she is right now.
Listen.
I think Austin was on some better drugs, but I think he just took the wrong dosage. I will say this, though, there was a couple of surprising moments. One of the things that is this is Nick is working on the list, right? And this is the concept that I want us to put a pin in. Do y'all remember the part where Nick and Olandria were talking about their relationship? We're going in order, guys. And Nick basically was saying that, well, you know, I'm just here for Olandria. And Olandria says, yes, but he's trying to help me with my list. Every dream that I have, he's invested in making it come true. And Nick was like, yeah, totally. And so, yeah, we're going to skydive. What do you think of this idea of dating a man who asks you to give him a list of all your dreams and is just checking them off one by one? I think I got a little pregnant.
My panties are wet.
Oh, no, you have a husband in the back. I am out to Mr. Monique.
That shit is so sexy. That is. I'm sorry. That is. That's romantic as fuck. That is.
I had inappropriate feelings when Nick said that. I said, okay, he's a good man, Savannah.
A great man.
And then when they said, Olandria, you know, how do you feel about Nick? And Nick said, they don't call me Big Belgian for no reason. And all her teeth showed up.
That was in my notes, Mr. Big Belgian.
He said, they don't call me Big Belgian for no reason. And all of a sudden, her back teeth.
All of them. Listen. Listen. She said they don't call me Big
Big Belgian.
So
who calls him Big Belgian? I've never heard Big Belgian. Well, actually, I have heard Big Belgian one time.
You heard?
No.
You heard?
When he was in Florida, some middle-aged black woman had a sign that said "Frico Nico" and we love Big Belgian. He said, "Yeah, I see you, Auntie." Yeah, no, they don't call me Big Belgian for no reason.
Listen.
I'm going to flip my nipple and make that noise that Prince used to make.
Listen, talk that shit, Nick. Talk that shit. Make her as happy as you can. I love that for her. I fucking love that for her.
You know who was getting their life? Taylor. Taylor was like, oh. Yes, bitch, you better be who you are. Yo, can I just tell you, if Taylor ever decides to just be who he is, I will be the first person on live congratulating him. Because the way he looked like Clark's Studsman,
I can't.
He looked like Clark Studsman sitting up there. I let him see for 12 years. I know a well-dressed Stud when I see one. He looked like he was going to the Pride Black Party. I was like, what is happening?
I can't.
Yeah, he was like, yes, Nick, you better tell her. So when they say, Nick, how do you feel about being friends with the guy who's Olandria's ex? He's like, that's like asking a man, how does he feel about being friends with his wife's childhood best friend who she dated once but then came out? Like, right. I don't think he's worried about Taylor.
That he literally is like,
He's like, I don't think Taylor could steal my girl.
Yeah, he's like, it doesn't feel like that at all.
He might steal the shoes though. Clark is claiming that she's been to the ranch or wherever that man lived several times and she liked it there. How much longer before an NFL player slides in her DMs and sets her free? Like real shit.
Listen, they're already there. I'm convinced they're already there. She's just not addressing them yet.
Yeah, do you think she really likes him? Be honest.
I do. I think she really likes him.
Yeah, I fear that I honestly, I hate to say this because I don't wish anything awesome to Taylor. I don't wish anything bad on him either. I just don't wish anything awesome. I really do think that Clark likes him.
Mm-hmm.
I really do think that he's immature. I
Yeah.
think she's young enough to make excuses for it because you and I both
Yeah.
made excuses when we were that young. I
Yeah.
think Taylor is not meant to age well, and we'll know how much Clark has grown based on how long it takes her to get rid of him.
Yeah. And he's, unfortunately, he's keeping her there with like Louis Vuitton
He's
bags
making
and
him irrelevant, to be honest.
yeah. 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 Yeah.
Somebody said
Oh,
he likes what he represents. I actually do think that.
yeah, for sure.
Taylor gives abuser, so it's a chop. Here's the thing. I think a lot of young boys who are not mature could naturally give off abuser because the default setting is red pill culture.
Mm.
So if your son is not being intentional about being a good boy, that ends up
Mm-hmm.
being, unfortunately, his default setting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Somebody said Clark is his willing beard. I would let the record show up. Blue Toulouse or Monique Nevels did not say that.
Mm-mm.
We're
Mm-mm.
not saying you wrong. We're just saying you said it. All right.
Mm-mm.
Next on the agenda is Taylor Nicker's still cool. I don't think he minds having a lesbian bestie. Oh, Blue, that's inappropriate. Don't read that out loud. Let me read these out to myself first because some of these girls are. Oh, Ace confirmed that he's in love with Shelly and wants her to be his first and last
We
girlfriend.
knew that. We knew that. Come on. We knew that.
Do you think that they are? I said. Do you think that they're going to move in and do the relationship thing as a couple for content, or do you think they're going to continue to be elusive the way they've been currently?
I think they're going to continue to be elusive for sure.
You don't think the being elusive was them being tight about the bullshit that was being fueled by their other castmates, so that they were being standoffish? You think they're going to stay being elusive?
Yes, in a sense. I know his PR, so
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tricky.
Somebody said they're over Peacock. I do believe they're over Peacock.
Yeah, for sure. They're over the narrative.
What's interesting is, though, this is a better cast for Beyond the Villa. Much better. Because have you finished the first Beyond the Villa? I only got into episode 1.5.
I got so tired of listening to Liv and them fight over a camera. I was like, I don't care about this. I wanted to watch everything else. I did not go back.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Beyond the Villa, I think, was a perfect, and I hate to say this, last season felt better. This season provided more fodder.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I hate admitting that, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Emotionally speaking, I prefer how I felt watching last season.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly think Nicolandria is single-handedly the reason why we don't feel dirtier. Because Shalace happened on day one. So Shalace was not enough to keep us not feeling dirty for the entire season. We loved them the entire season and still felt dirty. The ickiness did not start to subside until Nicolandria. Why do you think that is? What do you think makes Nicolandria so addictive? Because my middle-aged ass needs to let this to unhand me. I am tired of talking about these kids. I feel ridiculous, but I cannot stop. Right? If you feel like Nicolandria needs to let you go out of its grip because you are too old for this shit. Sorry.
First of all, I have been here since before they were a thing. I saw it.
You were there before me.
I was there. I was there before. I was like, listen, the way she kissed that man in that challenge, the way that he was grabbing her booty, I was there before. I saw it. I was like, they need to put them in a couple. I was there. But I was there from like, I see the way that she looks at him. I see the way that he looks at her type of thing. Right?
Yeah.
Obviously. Hello, I see what love is.
You know what love is because somebody said I'm 32 and a man. It got me too. Wait a minute. Oh shit! I'm ready to be released. Can we do something? Y'all,
I love this. Hi.
I'm openly judging myself. I saw, you know how all the culture commentarians, we like to support each other because it's hard out here in the streets. I was watching some guy and he was like, yo, I'm gonna keep it to you a buck. I'm like, yeah, brother, tell me what's up. He was like, yo, there's grown ass people who just go on live and talk about Nicolandria for hours. And I said, now, hold on. He said, are they okay? He said, no, nigga, how I get in here? I was so embarrassed. I'm like, wait, this video is about me.
He said, oh.
in, Monique. My feelings were hurt. And
You
then here
did.
I
You did. And here we
you
are.
feel being a punchline. Like this is like we know that we're the problem here.
But it's about love. How bad can it be?
You sound like you're talking about Britney Spears. It's about love. Her and Justin are meant to be their end game. They're wearing matching denim outfits.
Leave her alone.
What
Leave
the
her
the block is
alone.
going on? This is like B2K, but like for
No, but
middle-aged women.
no, but seriously, they need to unhand me because why am I up at 1 a.m. looking at their TikTok live? Like, why? Why do I need to be here? Why am
You know
I
what it
here?
is? You know what it is? I
It's
think
entertaining.
I'm going to blame the election.
I am too.
No, I really am blaming the election. I think
Yes.
seeing Kamala Harris go through a failure to, I'm trying to pick my words carefully because YouTube is owned by a conglomerate. Seeing Kamala Harris fail to dethrone the Antichrist, was that tactful enough?
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that it was so obvious that we are fucked otherwise, and it happened anyways,
Mm-hmm.
in our brains, God isn't real and doesn't love us. It's gonna leave us to die. Number 2, Black women will never get their things. Number 3 is white people scare me now because now they have permission to like be more racist. There's all these like fire and brimstone things happening subconsciously, right?
Right.
You see Olandria be brought to the depths of hell that we were already living in. And then like a fucking pelican with curly hair, Nick came and plucked her from the sea and saved her. Olandria is all of us. Is that crazy to think that?
Yeah, and look at how he's loving her in all the ways that she deserves to be loved. That's what
Make
I'm
me a list of
saying.
everything you've ever wanted to do in life so we can check it off together.
Wet. Didn't I already say that? That's what I'm saying. Like emotionally, mentally, spiritually wet. You see what I'm saying? Like,
First, this is Kristen Olivia all over again, except she's not considered a bed wench.
yeah,
Like
that's what I'm saying.
it's even cleaner than Kristen Olivia. But I do agree.
Yeah.
So I said I was over on here on TikTok watching all the edits, willingly losing sleep that I need. Like I don't have a job to go to in the morning.
Listen, why did I follow Marcel on TikTok? I don't. What is wrong with me?
How about there is you know how the light skin guy who the rest of looks like Marcel? There's one on
Yes.
Landry's color who everybody says looks like Marcel, and it does. It looks like if Olandria took her wig off and then like injected Nick's genes into her body. I'm gonna find it. All right. Up next, I want to also talk about. First of all, who do you think's gonna have a baby first? If there was a baby involved,
Ace
if there was gonna
Shelley.
be a second generation of season 7, you think Ace and Shelley would do it?
Yeah.
You don't think the Big Belgian might have a whoopsie?
Nah.
What's so funny?
See,
We all know
See, everyone said Shalace.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing: we all know that Marcel is going to have to be called Marcel after his daddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when they asked Shelly, "What do you think of Shalace for your son?" Ace said, "I like it." Iris and Pepper said, "I like it." Shelly says it sounds like shoelace and she hates it.
She said, I hate it.
She's like, "I actually hate it."
I hate it.
Do we think that Shalace is a good name or not?
No, for like a real name.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like a cute like.
No,
like
they would say you should name your baby's middle name Shalace. And Shelly looked at all of them like they were crazy. And Ace just heard Ace's own name and said, I like it. I heard Ace.
No, I mean that makes sense. His little Leo self.
Leo,
That makes
right?
sense. Yeah,
but
that makes
you
sense.
know that he's a Leo. Everything he does makes sense to me. I'm never confused by. I know too many Leos to be confused by Ace like ever. Now
I think me too.
I want to get to the mess down. We've been cute. Everything seemed like it was going to be cute until fucking Coco and them came out. Junior Varsity is what I call them. Everything was cute until Junior Varsity came out.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a discussion now about Coco's audacity, right? According to my notes here, Coco's first words out of Coco's mouth was, Olandria was standoffish. Literally the first thing she said. I'm not making this up. Andy said, hey, Coco, you guys said some of the girls were standoffish. Who was standoffish? I'm thinking she's going to talk around it. She said, Olandria was standoffish. I said, well, hello, bitch. You just got here. Then she said that Olandria stood on business and, Olandria in response to that stood on business and said, I don't fuck with how Coco been running her mouth on podcasts.
Mm-hmm. Stand on it.
I was not ready for Olandria. Like, I don't fuck with how you've been running your mouth on the podcast.
Yep.
And Coco did what Huda would continue to do for the next 2 hours, said, it was a misunderstanding. I'm so sorry you misinterpreted me. What did we think of Coco's apology being, I'm so sorry that you a dumb bitch?
Fake. Stand on business. If you're going to come out here and run your mouth in these streets, stand on business.
Yeah.
You can run around these podcasts and do all of this, but when you're here in your face, what you want to do, stand on business.
Yeah.
They're sitting here standing on business. They're asking you to your face, so have the same decency to do the same, period.
But then she said, well, Olandria, I DM'd you. Olandria said, yeah, I read your email and it was some bullshit because you were talking shit in public. Keep that shit in public.
No, she said, I read your DM and I ain't fucking with it.
Yep. What do we think about Olandria being so gully with Coco? Because I thought it was going to be Shelly more on her neck.
No, because and then Andy brought up, oh well, we heard you guys yesterday in the hotel, and what's the other guy's name? I don't even know his name.
When they were on the phone,
Yeah.
I think it might have been Pepe. One of the boys was on the phone,
No,
and they
the
said,
other
"Hey,
guy with the smile. What's his name? He was like,
smile,
oh, such and
What's
yeah,
smile?
he's the guy. He's like, he doesn't want to
I
smile
was
anymore because people make JD. Thank you guys,
Oh,
JD.
the teethy smile,
The teeth
the
smile.
Haitian
Yes.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah. The teeth. Thank you. See everyone. Thank you guys. There's like, oh, JD said, oh, Coco said hi, and she was like, I'm cool. He was like, why did you say that? And then that's what brought her into it. So listen, one thing Alandria is not going to do is give a PR answer, and that's what we love about her.
Now, here's what things got surprised me when Andy asked if anybody other than Coco was fueling the flames of hate, right? Because Alandria was like, how are you fueling a hate train publicly, but then DMing me privately? I don't fuck with that, right? When he said that, I don't think he or I expected them to start answering. Shelly starts reading off a list with Olandria. First, Shelly's like, confronts Vanna for calling her standoffish. She's like, girl, we didn't even stand together for me to be standoffish. We never spoke. There wasn't an exchange where I was mean. There was no exchange at all. And Vanna was like, oh, you misinterpreted it because on my podcast, girl, ain't nobody listening to your podcast. We're listening to you on network TV interviews. We're not listening to your personal fucking podcast, which is something I saw. A lot of the girls would say really crazy shit in front of big press and then clear it up in front of little press. Huda included. We're going to get to Huda in a second. Then Shelly tries to call out Huda and Andy says, hold on, that's its own segment. And that's when Nick points out, so everybody didn't mean what they said? That was some nigga shit. I love Nick. He was like, so let me get, y'all didn't mean nothing y'all said? Because everything my girl done asked you about, it was a misinterpretation. So you didn't mean nothing. You just be talking, not meaning shit.
Even when Alandria clocked, Coco was like, oh, I read it and I wasn't fucking with it. He said, his smile.
I know y'all are saying Chase, but that boy is doing things to her that make people. Did y'all see that picture of Nick with the scratch marks in his back?
He said, I'm gonna stick beside her. He sure did.
Yeah. Did y'all see the picture of Nick with scratch marks on his back? Because I'm really clear, as someone who has given scratch marks, you have to be doing stuff. Actually, why am I pulling up a picture of Nick with scratch marks? Let me take this down. Let's stay, because I don't want to get any copyright strikes for like weird pictures of people's body parts. All right, now I'm a little bit confused about Vanna. She said in her Instagram that she was attacked and thought she was the only person who didn't have beef. How is Shelly saying that to her in attack?
When was she attacked?
She posted a video that said, hey, when you go to the reunion thinking that, you're the only person without beef, and then, never mind. That little tiny moment of Shelly saying, hey, you called me standoffish when we never had any interactions. That's her being attacked?
Oh, first of all, I forgot her name until Shelly even said it. So
Miss Muppet? I'm sorry. No, that was wrong. I'm sorry.
I forgot her name until Shelly even said it. So she didn't even have enough time on the show for someone to remember her name. So thankfully, Shelly did say it for us to remember who she was.
And Shelly kept you relevant.
But she didn't attack her. I don't like that because it's always an attack when a Black woman says something to you. She's not putting you in your place. Yeah, it's just not it.
I'm going to say something that I never thought I was going to say. I think the one person who could have given us the reunion that we deserved as far as oomph factor would have been your fave.
Who?
404, Sierra. I think Sierra would have lit that fucking stage up. I think she would have had antics. She would have had a blowhorn like Kenya from Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think she would have been wearing flamingo feathers. I think she
Not
would have claimed that
flamingo
she was
feathers,
pregnant with
child.
Nick's baby. No, she would be like, I'm pregnant with Nick's baby. I was waiting for Am I the only one? Sierra does more in her living room eating tacos at 2 a.m. talking about Nip's lip liner than the whole fucking cast did in those 2 hours. No, she's diabolical, but I feel like we might have needed her a little bit of her crazy. Am I alone in this?
Child, I have no idea what.
She was meant for a reunion. I'm sorry. I think Sierra was meant for the reunion. But nobody wants to see her. I get it. Here's the thing. Had she been on, I would have been complaining, but at least I would have been entertained.
Yeah, it did fall a little flat for me. Just a little flat.
It fell really flat, and I think Andy oversold it.
Yeah, he did.
All right, so I want to get into the teachable moment that I knew that everybody was going to be confused about, right? Huda still claims that she brought Chris back for both her and Shelly. Shelly pushed back by saying, I don't have anyone, saying that Huda said to her, I don't have anyone here, so I'll bring Chris back for you, and I can keep getting to know him too. I'm excited for you. Now, when the video aired, it said everything that Huda said she said. It also said everything that Shelly said she said, so nobody lied.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the part that I knew was going to fuck y'all up. And I said it before Shelly even said it. When they were done with the clip, the last words of the clip were, I'm excited for you. The last thing that Huda said in that, so she said, yeah, you know, he's into me. I don't have anybody else that I'm into. And I already know y'all have a connection. So you can still explore him. And at least I'll have somebody to keep me busy. But girl, I'm so happy for you. When they came off that clip, Huda looked vindicated. And a lot of you are thinking, Blue, for once we have to give Huda credit. Not so much. When someone is doing something called fawning, guys, F-A-W-N, right? Because we talk about trauma responses. When someone's nervous, they're going to either do fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Fight means you just argue. She already tried that. Mm-hmm. Freeze. She already did that. Nobody comes to check on her when she cries in the corner by herself anymore, right? And so fawn was her next recourse. Fawn means I'm going to tell you what I know is going to calm you down and try to slip in what I actually want, but constantly begin and end with it being about you. What Huda did was, hey, I'm going to do this thing for you. You're going to think this is crazy. And I'm asking your permission because I want to do it for you. By the way, I also want to get to know him because I ain't got nobody else. And I'm so excited for you. That's what Huda did. And my first thought was Huda keeps on putting in disclaimers in the middle of word soup about it being about Shelly, because those disclaimers are going to be her way of saying that Shelly is not supposed to feel the way that Huda wants her to feel. Huda wants Shelly to feel like it's about her, but keeps on throwing in one-liners to actually tell the truth. But if you're Shelly and you're in shock about this wild thing being proposed to you, you're intentionally only hearing the broad strokes and not those extra little sentences. And what did Shelly say when they came back from showing the clip? She said, yes, that was not the last conversation. After we had that conversation, she kept saying, even if you had said no, I pretended I was asking your permission, but even if you had said no about Chris, I would have brought him back because I know what my girl wants.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, Huda is a brilliant manipulator. She technically said a footnote encased in rhetoric meant to make the other person think it's about them, but the entire time it's about her. And when she catches it on that footnote, then she can say, well, technically though, in the middle of the 18, it's about yous. I also threw in a one or two, it's also about me. What do you think about that? Because I knew the audience was going to be confused by that.
And I also notice in all of it, I just love you. I love you. I love you so. Oh, literally, someone said that as like literally everything is. Oh my God, I love you. I just love you, and that's another manipulation tactic, right? Is to keep making you think that it's I'm doing this for you. I just love you so much. Oh my gosh, I just love you, right? I love you. It's just you can even look in that clip. Shelly is very uncomfortable, right?
And she's uncomfortable. She's even said
she said it. Yeah. And it just you can tell Shelly wasn't uncomfortable, and Huda continues to manipulate and make it about her.
Verbatim.
And again,
I'm so happy
verbatim.
You said no, I would have done it because I know what my girl wants. Shelly claims that's what Huda told her after that conversation. Verbatim.
Yeah,
and then Shelly said,
verbatim.
By the way, this is not a misunderstanding. I love when Shelly said that. She said, I see you keep on calling things a misunderstanding. This was not a misunderstanding. I understand what's happening. I'm calling bullshit, but my comprehension is not the issue here.
Yep.
She said, you went from being apologetic to fueling a fire. Which one the fuck is it?
And honestly, Shelly said this several times about Huda tonight. It's not a misunderstanding. It is what it is. Like even the other situation later on that we're going to discuss tonight about the heart rate challenge, it's not a misunderstanding. It is what it is. Like you're wrong in this situation.
Before we eventually get to the heart rate challenge, I want you to think about this, but don't answer till we get to it. And you guys think about your answers. Was the heart rate challenge video better than you thought, as far as like not being as bad, worse than you thought, or exactly what you suspected? Better than you thought, worse than you thought, or exactly as you suspected? Think about that, because that's one of those things. I don't want a gut reaction. I want you guys to ruminate on that. Now, the thing about Adriana, watching Adriana hold Brian accountable, I felt probably gave us a glimpse into what it's actually like with Amaya and Brian when she's not doing the whole media training thing. Mm-hmm. It's very clear that Amaya's team has a flow chart telling her what to say. Brian started off by saying, oh, no, honey, it was a misunderstanding. Because misunderstanding, you guys, this is a drinking game. Anytime something's a misunderstanding, take a shot of something. Mm-hmm. Brian said, no, Adriana said, hey, Brian, if you thought I was boring, the same way I came to you and said, I'm going to talk to Pepe, you could have came to me. You waited till I came to you and said, I'm going to talk to somebody else before you mentioned, oh, good, because I had already planned to talk to old girl anyways. Mm-hmm. You didn't tell me until I brought up me wanting to talk to somebody, which means that you didn't plan on returning the favor. I just made it convenient for you. Then you stand behind her and you don't tell me what's about to happen. And he says, I didn't have time. She's like, actually, yeah, you did. And starts listing all the times that he had. He's like, okay, maybe I didn't have time, but I just didn't think of it at the moment. She pushed back and made him admit that he had lied. Mm-hmm. Do you think Amaya holds his feet to the fire like that when they're off camera? Or is she just so scared about looking stupid about getting dumped too close to the reunion?
She probably holds his feet to the fire. Yeah, she probably holds his feet to the fire. I mean, as a Latina, she probably holds his feet to the fire.
But you saw what she did though when they asked about his lapse in judgment.
Yeah, I just think that's for TV.
There's different Latinas. There's also the ones who are long suffering, and as long as he comes home, I fear she might be one of those. As long as he comes home,
but then there was
nobody wanted her. Nobody wants her. I hate to say it. Amaya is a gorgeous girl that nobody wanted, including the guy that she ended up with.
But then there was a clip of them from week 1 out of the villa, and he was in his phone, and she was like, "Who are you talking to? Who's this and that? Who are you talking to?" And he was like, "We're on live." She's like, "Oh, we're on," and her voice completely shifted back. Completely shifted. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's that vibe where it's more of like a jealousy or a.
But here's the thing, though. You're describing a bark. I'm more describing a bite. I know she barks. I'm not sure she bites.
No, maybe not. Maybe not.
Amaya's like a chihuahua. Like she's gonna like. I feel like she makes noise because she's like that naturally. But Andrea was like putting his feet to the fire. Like, no, that's not what happened. Why are you lying? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I will say this though. Yeah, Maya has this habit, and people have clocked it before, of mimicking women who look more confident than her when it comes to men. When she was coupled up with Ace, there's a video that was circling all over TikTok of when Shelly reached for Austin's hand.
Oh, she looked down
and immediately reached for the hand the same way. Then Jimmy Kimmel recently, when Olandria reached for Nick, she immediately reached for Brian. She keeps watching how women who are wanted act and subconsciously tries to mimic them. So I thought it was interesting tonight where in between shots, when it was Brian talking to her and Huda, he looks over, he was like, yo, Iris looks fucking good. And she immediately starts mimicking the same face that Iris making. Iris, because she's drugged out, allegedly, was going like this. And Amaya immediately starts poking at her lips to look exactly like Iris. It happened again tonight, y'all.
I did not clock that.
Clocked it.
What?
It's a three-peat, guys.
Oh, so that's like
when Ace wants Shelly, she mimics Ace. When Nick wants Olandria, she mimics Olandria. Now that Brian, her alleged fucking co-host and co-winner, is talking about how hot Iris looks, she immediately starts imitating Iris.
That's
That shit makes me.
crazy.
I think Amaya is
Hmm.
probably going to be one of the most psychologically damaged people on the show, not Huda.
Hmm. That's sad.
All right, so what are your thoughts around Huda and Amaya's friendship? Hit it.
Huda and Amaya's friendship. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's real. But I feel like it's toxic. Even tonight when she was like they were talking about the clip between Huda and Shelly, how she was being bullied. And I'm gonna use air quotes that she was being bullied. And Amaya was like, oh no, you were being bullied. No, she wasn't. They were talking about how she was treating other women in the villa. That wasn't them bullying her. That was just them pointing out a trait in how she was. That wasn't them actually bullying her.
Yeah, I'm happy you clarified
Um
because she thought she was bullied while they're talking about her bullying somebody else. That
Yeah,
was so weird to me.
that was weird. That was really weird. They weren't bullying her. They were literally talking about how she was bullying other women and how that was weird and how she was. Anyways, but Amaya immediately was like, "No, that you were being bullied." So it's just like two sides of the coin, honestly. Co-signing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
but
called
that's
her out. Was it Ace? Somebody called her out, and the older Maya that we didn't like slipped back up today. Did you see it?
it was Ace called her out about the how she called him short on a podcast with someone else, and she was like, "No, well, I did apologize to you." But
He said,
that's the
"Yeah, but
thing.
they're asking us in public, so now we can talk about our
Right.
private conversation." Like that's so important to you,
Right.
bitch.
Exactly. Exactly.
Amaya, I will say this: I think that we were spot on and early about Sierra. Everybody thought it was just a racial slur. We were on the front line saying, "Oh, honey, it's worse than just the racial slurs." I do think though that because she's the first Latino winner, and we all had to jump to Team Dominican when we realized that Black love and no other kind of love was going to happen. I think we might have overextended Grace to Amaya. She's aging like an avocado or a banana,
Mm,
slowly and then all at once.
okay. Did I not say that? Did we not say that too?
We did.
Did we
We
not say
did,
that
but I feel
too?
like we were very delicate in our delivery because we wanted to be nice to the audience.
Yeah, like, but that's the thing because we had like, it sucked because we knew the real winners of the show. Unfortunately, like we saw that it was Nick Landry or Shalace. Like we saw that from the beginning. Well, not the beginning, like the beginning of the end, I guess you can say. And we didn't have a choice because we had children voting for the show.
Yeah, we didn't have a choice.
Like we didn't have a choice. So
Amaya
because
was us having a treaty with the Huda fans. It was almost like Amaya was the
yeah.
the compromise that we all decided to come to because nobody
Mhm.
could get what they actually wanted.
Mhm. I mean, we still voted the way we wanted to vote, but
We should have
still it
fuck
was
did.
like sure the fuck did, but at the same time it's like, "Oh, okay, well at least it's not that one."
I think, and
Anyhow.
honestly, my favorite part was when who was it? Brian, even though I think he was fronting, he said, "Why would I lie so much for just 50K?" Did I
Baby.
not come on here and say that I don't trust who them splitting the money because 50K isn't enough for these kids to ruin their ability to make millions from brand deals. And so just because they split the money doesn't mean they like each other. I've been saying that since day one. Had it been like Big Brother, which is 750K, Amaya would have went home empty handed. If it was $750,000, like Big Brother, on the line for Love Island, Brian would have blocked her number from the stage. Okay, she would have been mid clap, and it would have been like, the part of Brian is being paid by an extra because he's already in the play. Let me tell you, he would have
Let me
gone to
tell
witness protection. Okay, he would have changed his name to
Yeah.
Pepe.
Not Pepe.
Mm-mm. There's no way in hell Brian would have been splitting 750 with her. He even said he was like, "I'm not gonna do all this for 50 racks." I'm like, "See, that's why you want the
Mhm.
brand opportunities."
Mhm.
Do you think Amaya is secretly we already know that Hood is jealous of Shelly and Alandria. Do you think Amaya is secretly jealous of Shelly and Alandria, and why?
I mean, yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like you see the love that's genuinely not only do they have it from the outside, but they see what they actually have. Like
Yeah,
they got on the show and they actually won the show. Like not
yeah.
money, not in that, but they won love. Like they won it.
Mm-hmm. And also, they not just one love. They also have something to fall back on. So the show
Yeah.
inhibits them, but it didn't make them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. They have a friendship, like a real friendship too.
But you know what's so funny though? I think what the only person who I think the show actually made I think, is Huda and Olandria, funny enough. Because Olandria only had like 13,000 followers, and now she has over 1 million, right? Huda was trying.
Olandria has like 2 point. Her
Yeah,
and Shelly have
well over
2.1.
1 million, right? She barely had even like 20K before. And so I think Olandria got made by the show and by Nick in the sense of she deserved it, but unfortunately he had to be her Trojan horse. Can we be honest? And women have been doing this for centuries, so that's not a slight on Olandria. For centuries, really powerful and deserving women have understood that they had to hitch to a man as a Trojan horse to get inside the castle. If Cleopatra had to do it, there's nothing wrong with Olandria having to do it. But I love that she didn't choose it, he offered it. How long do you think before Nick and Olandria end up moving to LA together? Because he's already trying to get her out here.
Listen, she said, I am a woman of morals. There's no ring on this finger. I'm not moving in with that man.
What do you think about side piece Barbie?
What? Side piece? What side piece Barbie?
Hold on, let me open up the file. For those who missed my last live, why do you look so stunned, by the way?
What side piece Barbie? What did I miss?
Yeah, let me look at, hold on, let me do a video. Hold on, a video file. Yeah, we did a whole thing. Did I delete them? I hope I didn't.
I thought they were getting married too. I thought that was gonna be the like he was gonna propose or whatever on the.
Okay, so I'm about to show you something that we did before previously.
Sierra is wild, and whatever her PR team told her to do is work.
We were exclusive. Like, that's a big thing for me. We were in this close relation, like close thing, and that I cared about her. And then, like through her leaving the villa and then exploring Alandria, which is what Love Island's about. And I found this like great connection, amazing connection with Alandria, and then she's bashing me for that. So to me, I was like, all right, I'm gonna take that on the chin.
So that was Nick explaining that the reason why he didn't talk to Sierra was because she kept clout chasing, and it was radioactive to talk to her because he wanted to protect Olandria, and he didn't want anything he said with her be used as a clout chase, which could hurt Olandria.
Right.
I actually agree with that. I think that's just consistent with him protecting her. So while he's showing grace, here's a small montage about how Sierra's responding to the grace that she was shown by Nick.
Are you saying I'm your dream girl?
I don't want to be somebody's dream girl anymore. I want to be their absolutely worst nightmare.
This is a new purchase. It's the Burberry Her perfume. Someone in the villa was wearing this.
Alandria, what perfume do you wear?
I wear all types. Valentino, Burberry Her.
This is a new purchase. It's the Burberry Her perfume. Someone in the villa was wearing this.
Alandria, what perfume do you wear?
I wear all types. Valentino, Burberry Her.
When I get rich, the first thing I'm gonna do is invest in this NYX Line Loud lip liner because it lasts all night. Like, I've basically been through a train wreck tonight, but my lip liner remains unfazed. It's pretty insane.
Mama? Yeah? Come.
I love this clip.
Who's this?
Barbie.
Barbie?
Yeah.
What about this?
Barbie.
So everybody's calling Olandria Barbie, and then in response to that, hold on.
Shining, 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 yeah.
Sierra now has her first event come out in Houston, where Olandria lives. Not Arizona, where Sierra lives. Sierra's first post-Love Island appearance is in Houston, where Olandria lives, and she is on the moniker as Side Barbie.
Side Barbie?
Grandma Barbie, she's now marketing herself as Side Barbie in Houston.
Girl.
Fran. What are your thoughts about that?
Oh, she needs help.
Side Barbie.
Oh, she needs help.
Someone said, let's say, can we clock Nick for always being on the fence regarding anything involving Huda Taylor, and more specifically, Huda rubs me the wrong way. Here's the thing. Those friendships preceded the romance with Olandria, and they all met at the same time. That's why, because normally I would agree with this, but because they're all almost like in the army together. Oh, you were in the services, so you can explain this, Monique. When you're in like the barricades with people like that, and you're going through what you think is war with them, it bonds you whether you like them or not.
Yeah.
I think it was Charlie who said, we're like a dysfunctional family and you're closer to some family members than others, but it's still your family. I think we're underestimating what a life-altering, and nobody else in the world knows what it's like except for those other 8 people. Nobody else knows what it's like with them. So I get what you're saying normally, but in this circumstance, it feels like being a prisoner of war makes it a little bit harder to disentangle. What do you think, Monique?
Yeah, I agree 100%. It makes it it changes the dynamic completely.
When because
it bonds you.
Did you have friendships like that when you were in service? Did you, because she's also a vet, right? Did you find yourself having people that like, oh, normally probably in real life you wouldn't be my people, but because we went through this thing together, we kind of feel bonded?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Still have them.
Do you judge Nick for it? I hate it, but I don't judge him for it. Do you judge Nick for it?
No, I mean, you can't, because I understand. I understand.
To her point, though, it does look icky.
It does.
So there's a point. Shout out to Brianna. Thank you, love. There is a point that it feels icky, and I get it, but it's almost like, you guys, this is a weird circumstance.
So weird. And none of us can understand it because we've never been through that. Like, we've never been locked in literally island with no form of outside life, no clocks even.
It's not like Nick won't go to her every episode though. So I mean,
he did. He's like, if he would have got her off in week 1 when we tried to vote her off, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be completely different. He would have no ties to her. So that's a little different.
Speaking of Nick, because apparently we're always speaking of him these days. Unhand me. I hate this so bad. Like, I just want this to let me go. Okay, I cannot wait till I can hear Nick Olandria and just not give a fuck. But like, what do we feel? No, seriously, this is a cry for help. What do we feel about finding out that Nick was the only person who didn't vote Jeremiah?
I was shocked.
I was stunned.
I low-key love that for him though. Like, I love that for
Jeremiah. Loved it. Jeremiah was like, "Oh,
I know." He was like, "Oh," but I love how they all kind of became friends afterwards. Like, they all like followed each other.
Jeremiah said, "I don't ever want to be friends with any of them," and did not talk to them up until the reunion.
No, I'm saying after the reunion.
Oh yeah, no. Ever since,
I'm saying like, yeah. I'm saying after the reunion,
Somebody
they all kind of like.
I feel like people scrutinized Ace way more than Nick. Ace would not get away with being on the fence. Well, you know, there's also
Yeah.
I will say this though, Ace did not have the same bedside manner as Nick.
No.
I think what happened was Nick was the charming one who was going to charm us if he wasn't white. Usually, you know, I'm the first person to call out the race bullshit, but like, I actually don't think race played a thing with Nick.
No.
As far as how he socialized, right? I think whether he was a light-skinned black man, an Asian man, a Latino, or big Belgian, Nick has the kind of personality that gets along with everybody, and I think it would have been the same level of charisma regardless of what he looks like.
It's like Richard. It's like Richard. He's like a Richard.
Yeah, like your husband's a perfect example.
Yeah, he's Richard.
It's big Libra energy. I'm shocked that he's a Pisces. There has to be Libra in his chart. Nick moves like the world's most well-versed Libra. Nick, on the other hand, is very Leo. No, you won't pick a side. Fuck a fence. I'm gonna burn the fence down and make you pick a side.
And then he has someone, right, for sure. Like, there has to be Libra in his chart somewhere, because it's very much like Richard.
So it's like you have the likable one, you have the big bad wolf, and then you have the cringy nerd. I think that Jeremiah's biggest sin was being cringy. And once the boys don't think you're cool, suddenly every joke you make, they take it as literally because they can't stand you. Because I do believe those things that they were using against him were just jokes.
Or they just roll their eyes. They're like,
It's pretty simple. You don't like somebody, what happens? You be like, oh, look at her with her eye whites. I can't stand her fucking eye whites. We all have eye whites. Because I can't stand your fucking eye whites, okay? Why are your eye white? Right? Why are the whites in your eyes so confrontational? By the way, somebody said that to me.
What?
Somebody told me that they couldn't stand my eye whites. My eye whites were too white.
Who says something like that?
You don't like me.
I've never
What?
I've never even thought about that.
You up here just looking at me with your eye whites. I said, well, there's no other way for me to look at you. Bitch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to color
No,
them?
that
Like
was
what?
Ace though. Ace could not stand Jeremiah's eye whites. The only eye whites he hated more were Austin's. So the sad part is, Ace hates Austin more than he hates Jeremiah, but he hates them both. And simply because Ace tried to vote out, said that I wish I had voted off Austin instead of Jeremiah. Jeremiah was like, "Oh, we can be friends." No, he hates you less. He don't like you. He just hates you less.
No, I think they did become friends after that, right? Like
Jeremiah wanted to be down. Because Shalace and Nicolandria are big, he wants to be down. What do we think about Ace admitting that he was wrong for not voting at Austin? I didn't think he had it in him.
You didn't?
To admit that he was wrong for not voting out Austin instead of Jeremiah?
I
Because he was
mean,
so down at Jeremiah. He kept on saying, no, y'all don't know the real Jeremiah. When y'all see the union, y'all gonna see the real Jeremiah. We saw it. We knew the real Jeremiah. He has a book club, has a white mama. We get it.
I love that about Ace. Ace is like, no, I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. Like I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong.
I just didn't think he thought he was wrong though. I'm shocked that he actually thought that he was wrong.
Nah, I think it's that and post Villa stuff too. He was like, nah, fuck Austin. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on that. Fuck Austin.
I still think that because Austin was his competition for the first month, that Austin is going to be, he would never admit it, but I do think he feels away. I do feel he feels away. Oh, somebody just sent us a tip in an unknown currency.
Oh,
what is an NGN?
Blue, do you feel,
how do you feel about following Huda?
That's a great question. Blue.
NGN, why you sorry, I'm not gonna call you NGN. That could mean like dollars. Is he still following her right now? Can you check, Monique? Because here's the thing. Because Nick has voted off Huda and told her about herself the entire season while still being friends with her, in his mind, this might feel like just more of the same. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that I would choose that, but I think he was like, I keep voting you off. Yeah, he's like, I keep voting you off.
Wait, I thought so. Where'd it go?
What? ¿Qué pasó?
Oh, I thought it showed her.
Oh, look it up one more time. I think in Nick's mind, because telling Huda about herself while still being friendly with her was always the role that he played, in his mind, nothing has deviated. Now everybody else has beef with her too, but he's like, I've always had beef with her and still been her friend. So I think for him, he hasn't clocked the shift. I was taken aback though that Olandria unfollowing Huda didn't prompt him to unfollow Huda. That I thought was interesting. He's still following her, right? That I thought was interesting, but I also feel like Nick almost wants to be the role of Switzerland, where if there was ever a chance of Huda and Landry making up, he feels like he'd be the bridge. That's one thing I will say. Those of you, somebody said, oh, they're Nigerian. Also, that's Nigerian money. Thank you for letting me know, friend. Nigeria, all right, someone else. If I get my West African blood checked, it's probably going to be Nigeria or Benin. What do we think about it? Honestly, you have a friendly Nick-ass husband. And sometimes friendly husbands, even when they have your back, will not be as aggressive as you want. And I hate that shit, but I also understand it. What do you think?
Yeah. I feel like seeing how heartbroken Olandria was tonight over the racial stuff, I feel like that would have swayed him a little bit more. That should have swayed him a little bit more. And even hearing her apology,
whose apology?
Huda's apology, to Olandria, her apology, like that should have swayed him a little bit more to possibly like, look, I'm gonna stand behind you and I'm gonna support you, and I'm not going to be friends with someone like that, because if that's hurt you this much to make you feel that, to make you cry, and that's how much it hurt you, I'm gonna support you and I'm gonna stand behind you.
I could see them argue. I think in his mind, Huda is no different than Taylor. But I think that there's going to be a point where Orlandria might push down on this a little bit more. Somebody asked in the chat, I find it very odd how Hypervigilant chose to not address her fans when she was informed about the racism with Ola in the Fiji airport. Yeah, that to me was the biggest smoking gun. I love that Shelly and Orlandria said that is specifically why we unfollowed you. Yes, we unfollowed you because you refuse to speak out against racism. And here comes well, racism is bad. Bitch, it's a month and a half now.
Duh. Racism is bad. Duh. Okay, and next. What? Okay, what?
What did you think about the dismissive way that Huda kept on saying, ha 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 ha? It's all because when she was crashing out, I think the most disgusting part of the reunion for me, hands down, the most disgusting part of the reunion was when they showed Huda verbally and psychologically abusing people in the villa. She cackled and laughed as a show of dominance and dismissiveness the entire time. And then when they asked her, Andy said, I was about to ask you how you felt about it, but you're clearly tickled about it. You keep cackling. Yeah. And she said, it's because it's old news. It's beyond me now. No. I've grown so much. And Andy said, you've grown that much in only a month. And the other side chuckled a little bit. What do we think about Huda's I'm so above this now, even though it's only been 32 days?
It's angersome because you're
so infuriated about it. I feel like she's still being abusive.
Yeah, she's still being abusive. You're still laughing at the fact that you were abusing somebody. You still didn't take accountability for your actions. Even when she was talking about the Grayson situation and she wrote that comment down about what to Pepe, she didn't
angry about that.
She didn't even say I apologize. She said I'm very apologetic. Girl, you didn't apologize. You just said I'm very apologetic. That doesn't mean you're apologizing. You're not taking accountability. You're saying I'm very apologetic. Huh? Like you're still not.
I'm very apologetic. It kept on pissing me off. I kept on pacing back and forth when she kept on saying
I'm like, why do you just keep saying I'm very apologetic? Like I'm very apologetic. Like no, you're not. Do you comprehend what you're saying? Do you understand what's being asked of you?
What do you think about when Andy got mad at Huda? I love this moment, and I thought it falsely made me really think that we were going to have more spice. When Andy asked Huda about who she's dating, and she said that for Netflix, that she can't talk about who she's dating, and Andy looked at her and said, "Netflix? Does Netflix know that you're on the #1 streaming show of the entire summer?"
First of all, her man Louis,
the biggest whore on Netflix.
His show, he's cute. His show would have been aired before this came out. So you could have talked about it.
I think she was
Stop
lying.
it.
I watched the show. I watched Perfect Match when it came out.
Yeah, stop it.
And if she knew that this was going to air on the 25th and Perfect Match ended a week ago, I find it hard to believe that Netflix said you can't confirm it when it's a week after the finale.
Yeah, stop it. Stop. Netflix they're not going to do that with an NDA. Stop it.
I think what happened
because if so, you wouldn't have been able to be out and seen with him in public and be on red carpets with him.
We actually live in LA, guys.
Hello?
And the way an editorial or film or any sort of embargo happens, you get an email that says this information is embargoed from this date to this date. There's a beginning, but there's also an end, right? There's no way in hell that Netflix would embargo something that would be airing on the 25th over a week after the finale. An embargo stops when it stops being breaking news. What I think happened is they embargoed her from the time that they found out that she was dating him until the finale airing date. And she knew that this was going to air afterwards, but knew that if she used it as an excuse, then she wouldn't have to answer questions. But as somebody who's been in the industry, Monique, both of us know that's not how embargoes work, honey. There's an expiration date.
And that's why Andy said, Netflix, what? Like Andy clocked her and was like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Andy knows how this works. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Huh?
She's avoiding the cheating rumors because it's already messy. Here's the thing. I almost did a whole live about how it's so clear that Huda is tried unsuccessfully to destiny swap with, what's her name from last year, Leah. She wanted to be the next Leah. She thought it was going to be her, Olandria, and Shelly as the next Leah and the PPG girls, Powerpuff Girls. When she realized that wasn't going to happen, because Louis was a third wheel with Leah and Miguel last season, there's so many videos of him, wanted so badly to have a relationship like that Leah had with Old Girl. So you don't think it's weird that you spent all last year hanging out with Leah and Miguel, and you've been jealous of Miguel this entire time, and now you start dating the girl who everybody calls the next Leah? It's almost like you have your version of Leah so that you and your boys can be in competition. Well, you guys, this is no longer speculation. Leah and Miguel have both unfollowed Louis and accused him of this. They said Louis wants our lives. It's very much single white female. He's using Huda in order to pretend to be me and Miguel from last season. And someone said, well, if you feel so bad, why didn't you tell Huda? And she said, I did. I contacted Huda and said, this is a clout chase. Be careful. And she didn't listen to me. Yeah, and in response, Huda took him on red carpets and then was scuba diving with him last weekend in her stories. What do you think about Huda being used as a Leah facsimile for Miguel's former best friend?
Well, she should have been here in the States taking her daughter to her first day of school, but we're not going to talk about that.
Well, you're a mother, so you can say that, and I can't.
She was in Germany, right?
Oh. Monique said, worry about your fucking kids. Oh.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on. So
they've only been out the house like a month and a half. How have you taken so many trips with this man? And I would be Velcro to my child right now.
Velcroed.
They would have to lure me out the house with a contract to get me to even leave my child after I spent 2 months away from her.
Listen, I'm not bullying. I'm a mom. I've been a mom for 18 years.
Mom. I just work here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been a mom for 18 years. Okay, so that's that. Just calling it how I see it.
How did you talk more about your daughter when you were in the villa than now that she's around? Somebody said Louis admitted that he joined the wrong show because he envied the success Miguel got on. Well, here's the thing. But Louis also said 2 years ago, this video of him saying that he would never want to be on Love Island because the fans are too voracious and too intense. So he went from saying the fans are too intense to realizing that it has to be that intense for you to get paid.
So he got with someone from Love Island. Got it. Okay. Cool.
He's always said, I like being on Too Hot to Handle because the fans are chill. We only shoot for a certain amount of time and I get to have my life back. Then you become besties with somebody from Love Island, the franchise you said that was too crazy for you. But now you envy him? The fact that both Miguel and Leah are coming out and saying he's a clout chaser makes me feel like he might be a clout chaser. What do you think is going on with Huda's daughter right now? Because her father's taking care of her, no? How is he not resentful that she's still off and about on vacations with men she just met? Wow, he's still taking care of his daughter.
He's a good dad. The man that she tried to not make him out to be, or the man she tried to make him out to be, is who he's not. So
the fact that she was talking about him cheating on Call Her Daddy, and then
yeah.
Now, a question about Shelly and Olandria. Were you surprised that they both admitted that Huda's dead to them?
No.
For anybody who's wondering, Olandria and Shelly have now made it clear they have no intention of ever being friends with Huda again. And Huda just seemed to be like, oh, okay, well, I wish you the best. It's all behind me now. Because, it's been 4 weeks. So, that was forever ago.
Everything's behind her. What'd you say?
What do you think is going to happen to Huda? If you had to forecast, a year from now, where's Huda?
I mean, honestly, I don't feel like she's as marketable as everyone would like her to be.
We all thought that she was way more marketable than this. I'm actually stunned by crickets.
Yeah. So
someone said Huda likes saying she's a mom, not that she has a daughter. Oh.
I didn't say that.
That's painful. Okay, go ahead, Monique. So what do you think is going to happen to Huda?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens with her and Louis.
No, if we had to guess, I think a year from now, 'Cause I really
She
do
might
want
be on
to
it. She'll probably be on another dating show. Honestly, she'll probably be on Perfect Matched. They'll probably just keep trying to
Love
like.
Island Games is starting. Who do we think? And they said that some people from this cast. Who do we think from this cast is on Love Island games? I know Coco wants to be. I know Adriana could not shut up. She wants to be. Coco and Adriana, their thirst was so loud to me. It wasn't super loud, but whenever there was a chance to even breathe, they would take an opportunity to talk much longer than anybody wanted them to. Chris, who do you think?
Probably all like the ones that were doing like TikToks all the time.
Name
That
them. Who do you just?
whole, I think it was like the Casa people, right? Like
Oh,
all
Junior
the
Varsity.
Casa.
People laugh when I call them
Mm-hmm.
Junior Varsity.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yeah, all
think
the
Vanna,
Casa people.
JD, but who do you think they're actually going to invite though? I think.
Oh,
Would they invite Huda? Do you think Love Island Games would invite Huda to get another squeeze of that lemon?
yeah, for sure. I think they would invite her, but I don't know if she'd go because she's with Louis. So I don't know.
What does that mean? Louis ain't got no bag.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I think she's gonna be like, no, I have.
You don't think Huda would fake break up with Louis for another check?
Maybe.
I don't even think it'd have to be fake. Louis don't last. Do we know? Are we talking about the same Louis?
We are.
Louis was his 8th reality girlfriend in the past 3 years.
Damn. Kevin Hart. Damn.
Somebody said Austin is slow.
Austin is slow. Not us reading the same one. That's hilarious.
I'm thinking pharmaceuticals. Somebody said Hot Pocket is a liability, y'all.
Who's a liability?
Hot Pocket.
Pocket's wild.
It just. Somebody said I knew Hudson wasn't marketable. Y'all with these names. I knew Hudson wasn't marketable when I started seeing her on red carpets, and she just looked so unpolished. She did look very Claire's.
Yo, someone. No, I can't even share it. I can't share it because it's like I guess it's like it's funny, like it's hilarious looking at the photo, but I guess because it's like because they call like Palestinians like they consider them to be like hood rats. So like I can't.
I think they only call them rats. Hood rats is black.
Oh, they call them rats, right? So I saw it on Threads, and it was like the rat or the little mouse. It's actually a mouse from Zootopia. You know the mouse that she saves from Zootopia that she's like has like the little wig and everything. They said that that's what she looked like tonight, like with the wig. Like
that's wild. Yeah, you.
I can't show it. Like, I can't show it. But
it's so. And I will say this too, guys. We need to be careful that when we're being politically correct, we're also not being dismissive of other people. Hood rat is a black term. Rat is a Palestinian slur.
Yeah.
Please stop telling black people that we can't use our term as opposed to a slur. Rat is definitely a slur, and hood rat is part of black colloquialism.
Yes. So I can't share it because
let's be very honest about the difference. Because we're not going to share anything with actual rats because that is
right. That's what I said. I can't. It's the image.
It is.
I can't.
So crazy is that the stylist that she picked to do her hair and makeup was Kim Kardashian's, who I think is what Huda was aiming for. I think Huda thought that she was going to be the Kim Kardashian of this season, and a part of her is so blown that she's getting this, not getting that edit. Fix your face, Monique. Monique, somebody said, hold down. And by the way, for anybody who wants to know the origin of misnaming people, the actual origin, guys, is actually Tony Childs from Girlfriends from 20 years ago. It doesn't belong to any of us creators. None of us created it. Tony Childs, 20 years ago on Girlfriends, would call Jabari different names. She would call him Sacagawea. She would call him Jurassic Park. So that's actually that any of us creators for the last 10, 15, even 20 years have created.
Right.
I know a lot of us use it as a trick now, but if we're going to give credit, the actual credit is Mara Braca Kill from 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I know I do it. I know a lot of us do it, but it is the Tony Childs original.
Tony Childs.
Because a lot of the young kids think that TikTokers created everything. So I have to I saw somebody giving people shout outs. I was like, oh honey, no, the shout outs are older than you.
Yes. Yes.
Your favorite TikToker did not create creating fake names. That is a comedic shtick that is older than all of us.
Right.
Hubcap oh my God. Hubcap was giving fashion over realness. She looked dusty. I will have to say, when Andy was like, Huda, you look amazing. Huda's such a beautiful woman, because I'm not a hater. She's a beautiful woman. I actually thought Huda would have looked more stunning than how she looked. It's almost like there was a sadness because she wasn't gonna. The girls look celebratory. The girls would look like they were wearing Grammy and Oscar gowns. You know what I mean? And Huda looked like she wanted to look pretty after talking herself into going. Do you think that there's a sadness that she won't admit to us because she wants to look like she's winning the breakup?
Maybe. Yeah, for sure.
Because Alandria and Shelly said, oh no, we'll never be friends with her again. She responded the way Nick did when Alandria said, oh, well, that was just a friend kiss. He's like, yeah, absolutely. Sure, yeah. Friends. Just
friends. No, that was totally.
Yeah. It felt very much like that moment. I was like, Alandria, you did it again. You rejected somebody and gotten them to agree because they're scared. Like, I really think that Huda was heartbroken by that.
Yeah.
To look somebody in the face and cry to them and say, girl, I think to me the most heartbreaking moment was when Alandria still didn't cry as much as Hannah. Fucking Hannah. When Alandria said, they put my face on George Floyd's body and you still didn't speak out.
I cried.
They put my face on George Floyd's body and you still didn't speak out. You guys, that alone would make anybody dead to me. I cannot think of a single person I know, even those I'm related to, who would be in that position and not speak out and expect to ever breathe my air again.
And Andy said, what? Yeah. Andy was like, what? Like, shocked.
Yeah. Somebody said, I didn't like Amaya saying Shelly was mean when she showed that flashbacks, but said nothing when she saw her bestie talking smack about her.
I don't think they showed the flashback to them, though. I think only we saw the flashback. I don't think they showed it to them.
The flashback was only us. I do think it's crazy that, and this is the part that Shelly brought up. Shelly said, you said that you were bullied and didn't name the bullies. And now you're saying that you weren't bullied in there. You felt bullied by watching comments after the fact. And when you were asking which comments, it was a scene that included me. So the whole time you were complaining that you were bullied, you've now confirmed that you were talking about me. And Huda was like, oh, shit. You could see the panic in Huda's eyes.
Yeah.
Shelly was like, if you're saying the moment that you felt bullied was you watching a scene of us talking, I'm in that scene, ho.
And she just kept addressing Alandria.
Exactly. I think the reason why Huda is more stuck on winning back Alandria is the same reason why Ace is willing to forgive Jeremiah and wishes that he had voted out Austin instead. Good old-fashioned, you had an opportunity to be with the person that I like. I will maintain, and we're about to get to the big part of this, the part that you've all been waiting for. I will maintain that the heart rate challenge proved my theory that Huda liked Ace all along. And that the only reason she pretended to like Chris was supposed to be her lick back for losing Ace. I will die on this hill. Huda then already admitted on Call Her Daddy that she was attracted to Ace. So the heart rate challenge.
Are you guys ready for this? Buckle up, buttercups.
I feel like we've been building up to this the entire time. All right, the heart rate challenge, guys.
Hold on.
The video starts playing, and it shows that both Shelly and Ace were being brought up by Chris and Huda. We're gonna go through this slowly because I want us all to understand it step by step because there's so much to misconstrue or feel overwhelmed. I had to force myself to watch it because normally I would have looked away. I was like, this is a lot of cheeks and stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Huda walks up to Ace and Chris walks up to Shelly, which is their job, right? Make their heart rate go up. Shelly is laid on the ground and Chris pretends to like eat her out without actually touching her. He just has his head between her legs or whatever and is like kissing and like pretending to kiss all over her. That's how everybody else did it. Huda immediately takes her tongue, and there's a trick that we've seen her do with all the guys. So anybody with a penis in the challenge with her is going to get his little thing rubbed a little bit. Takes her tongue and traces the outline of Ace's penis with her tongue. Then grabs him and proceeds to have a nasty wet kiss. Now pause. Before you say, Ace looked like he enjoyed that kiss, I need you to remember, during the Casa Amor versus Main Villa challenge, Ace was kissing Olandria the same way. Pattern recognition. Ace is going to mouth fuck you during a challenge if he's allowed to kiss somebody. Because Shelly only let him kiss people like 2 times, right? So, yes, it was stunning watching Ace kiss her back, but Ace kissed. If you kiss Ace in the challenge, he's going to kiss you back, right? Olandria, same thing. I don't think any of us think Ace wants Olandria, can we be honest? So, we're thinking Ace is going to be kissed by Huda. She already traced the dick with the tongue. She's already broken the working agreements. For those who missed my last live, I said in every relationship, there's a thing called working agreements. Monique, do you know what working agreements are? So there's a thing called premise and there's a thing called working agreements. They're 2 very different things. Premise is the premise of the show. The premise of the show is we're all going to explore different relationships until we find our perfect match, right? That's the premise of most dating shows. The working agreements are what's decided by individual couples and individual friendships. So Shelly and Ace had already had a thing of, we're not going to do a lot of tongue kissy stuff with each other. We're going to wait till we're alone before we're ever intimate with each other, right? Amaya was going to ask everybody for permission to be touched because she already got cussed out. Olandria and Taylor were taking it slow. Sierra and Hannah and Iris were split sparting their vaginas. Everybody had different working agreements. Do we agree to this, guys? Yes?
Yes.
So the premise of the show is get it how you fit in. But the entire season, we have individual working agreements. What is working agreement within the first 24 hours is don't look at my nigga, don't breathe at my nigga, don't blink at my nigga. And if you have a challenge, you better act like that's your brother. Act like that's your fucking brother. So to Shelly, I have a different working agreement with everybody else. To everybody else, it's a challenge. But with you, you've told all the girls you're cool with that our working agreement is we leave each other's number ones alone. And that's our working agreement outside of the premise of the fucking show, right? So the minute Huda traced the dick with her tongue, she's already broken her own working agreements, whether it's a challenge or not. So at this point, Shelly's already mad. Then this is the part that everybody missed that we finally got clarity on. Then Chris takes Shelly, lies her on her back, and blindfolds her. As soon as Shelly is blindfolded, then and only then does Huda drop Ace to the ground and starts riding his dick while moaning and tongue kissing him, pantomiming actual cowgirl sex. And they let us hear the moans. She was grinding on his penis and moaning while she tongue kissed the ever-living life out of him. Then, still thinking Shelly is blindfolded, she reverse cowgirls, takes her hands and spreads her ass cheeks as she flaps them in his face, as if they're doing a 69. While this is happening, Shelly and Chris have already gotten up to go sit back down. So Shelly, who was blindfolded, wakes up to her naked cheeks covering her man's mouth. Everybody's screaming and shocked. What are your thoughts, Monique?
I think that it was just way too far. And if
I am not approved. And
I'm not approved. And like she said, she crossed a line. She's crossed a line and it was just too much. Yeah. It was too much. It was way too much. And it was just
Kim said when Andy asked how she would have reacted if Shelly did that to Jeremiah. She said, Chris, I actually got pissed off. They asked her about Jeremiah.
Yeah. That's what I said. I said, that's not what he asked you. what
And
he
she never
asked you was, and she never answered it because she knew what the answer was. She would have flipped that whole fucking villa upside down if that shit would have been Jeremiah. That's
For
why
those
she
who are
didn't
saying
answer it.
Ace is guilty too, I'm going to say this, and it's not going to be politically correct, and it's going to be accurate. Ace is a Leo man. There's a 0%. What you guys missed is when Ace saw Chris doing the thing with Shelly, his soul literally left his body, and he looked angry. Ace was being intentionally petty. I believe the reason why Ace played along was because he hated watching Shelly with Chris. And so he wanted to make sure that if I'm going to get hurt, you're going to get hurt too. In fact, you know how I know this? Because Ace said it himself. The day after, he's like, oh, so he can have you bent over and blindfolded, but I can't let Huda. So it's one of those things of Huda knows men. Ace is a proud man who feels a way that the guy next to him is trying to do stuff to his girl. He's going to play along because now it's tit for tat. That is petty, right?
Mhm.
And simultaneously, Huda's trying to be on some messy shit. Both things can be simultaneously happening. They're not the same thing happening, though. One was him being petty to Chris. The other was Huda rubbing it in fucking Shelly's face after having a working agreement that was the complete fucking opposite.
Yeah, no, it's Huda took it too far on a girl's level. Like, girl, this, like someone said, this is week 5 or week 6,
Week
whatever
5.
week 5, whatever week we're in, and Ace is
Ace
my
and Shelly
number
on
one.
week 5 is not you and Jeremiah on week 1.
Exactly. This is my number one. No reason for you. Like, challenges are for us to do to our number ones is
Yeah.
for our number ones.
Yeah.
You should have done this to your number one, not my number one, your number one. Why the fuck are you doing this to my number one? That's the problem. And as my friend,
Yep.
you're doing this to my number one. That's the problem I have. That's
After
the issue
spending
that
an entire week terrorizing us before Jeremiah was voted off.
yeah, and calling people bitches because she just came in here to do a challenge. She just got here and she's kissing your man, and you calling this girl a bitch. She just got here, girl. She's doing what she's supposed to do, bombshell. But she's a bitch. But here
And
you
that
are,
was
week
Shelly's
5.
point. Shelly said, when I told you it's just a challenge, it was because it was day 3 and a complete stranger was doing her job and you were calling her a bitch.
Right.
Me telling you to give a stranger a chance on day 3 is different than you pantomiming riding my nigga's dick on week 5.
Licking it. Hello?
So you had his balls in your mouth, you rid his penis, and then you moaned while you were grinding on him and tongue kissing him. Somebody said, this is why Love Island and Peacock are also to blame for the hate Olandra and Shelley received, similar to Huda. Not one message about pulling and racism on exactly.
Yep, 100%. They are to blame. And I'm
I'm
glad they showed I'm glad they showed the full thing tonight to put to rest that Shelley was not at fault for any of this.
Yeah.
To get rid of that narrative that she didn't go too far. I mean, Huda did go too far, and Shelley was vindicated in her feelings.
Not according
100%.
to Huda. Huda said, I see that it might have some people think I went over the line. She on Call Her Daddy. When Call Her Daddy said people are saying that you were riding his penis and licking his balls and doing all types of stuff. Did you do that? Huda said, no, I did not do that. Had I done that, I could see why they're mad. But because I didn't do it, I don't understand. So first it was, if I had done it like OJ, if I did it, it was bad, but I didn't do it. Now that you did it, well, it's a matter of opinion if it's bad or not. No,
she said if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Guess
Monique,
what, sweetie?
Monique, I lost my shit. Do you understand I lost my shit? She told Alex motherfucking Cooper, nah, if I had done some shit like that, I'd be a dirty ass bitch, yo. I would have been a dirty bird. But I didn't, Alex. I didn't do it.
Well, guess what? The evidence shows that you did.
Not Monique said the findings have found that you are a dirty bird.
And the verdict is in. You did.
Somebody
do
said
it.
I was screaming. I am unwell. I might have to go eat an edible after this because Huda is a perfect example of someone who is determined to never evolve.
We said that too. We said I was hoping, but no, but also I love the fact that Shelley said tonight, I will never be able to be friends with her because I've learned that I can't trust her, and I could never be friends with someone I can't trust.
Somebody said, "Wish Kristen to Shelley was equally as freaky." No, it's not.
No.
Wasn't no balls and mouths.
It was just a kiss, and and like they said, they all have consent from everyone, and kissing is fine. Kissing is a part of all the challenges. They're
Yeah, it
allowed
is.
to kiss everyone, but that that was too much, and everyone there said she took it too
Ace
far.
saw her sphincter. Let me explain to you guys on a granular, graphic level. He saw her chocolate starfish.
She had a G-string on, not a thong.
She had a
She had a
G-string
G-string on.
and spread her lips.
Completely.
You really think a kiss is compared to a reverse cowgirl with spread labia? Are you
Minora
mad?
and Majora?
Right? The whole vulva? Come on, y'all. Don't make me pull out a graph because then I'll get demonetized. Somebody said, and also the working fucking agreement. Somebody said, not a balloon knot. What? Ooh. Wait, nasty. Okay, that is something to me. Somebody said, that BBL smell. You know that BBL smell crazy is wild. No, she didn't get a BBL. She's a gym rat. It was just lots of squats. Somebody said, this is so graphic. Wait, you think us explaining it is graphic? We have to watch it.
Right. No, that was
Monique, I know that I can be a graphic storyteller. I mean, I've heard that language recently. Apparently, when I tell story, damn girl, let me finish the sentence.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry. Continue.
My French was
I was no. I was actively listening. Like, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, really? Okay. So
I was actively listening.
That my grasp of the English language makes things a little graphic mentally when I explain them. Be honest, the safe space. Do you think I overly exaggerated what we saw in the video?
No, I don't think you overly exaggerated. I think you explained it exactly what we watched.
Very artistically at that.
To perfection.
The part about her waiting for Shelly to be blindfolded to elevate it to the next step, every step of the way, hurting Shelly feels like a factor. That's the part that I could not get over. It's almost like this wouldn't have made it better, but maybe a little bit, if she was caught up in wanting to win and Shelly was a non-motherfucking factor. And she was just, that the challenges where they just grab each other, start flipping each other to see who can finish the fastest. If it was a frenzy like that where she wasn't thinking and just trying to win, I actually think I would have been better with this. There was something about every move was calculated to have a hurtful outcome.
And someone said she never apologized. She did not. Nor took accountability. But that is a trend.
Moaning because she really liked Ace. That was a natural. The moaning made my stomach drop.
Yeah, it felt very uncomfortable. Like, I can't imagine. Like, it felt uncomfortable watching it as a viewer. I can't imagine being there and watching it. Like,
they brought up, would it be better if she was ugly? They brought that quote with Chris. Would it be better if I was ugly? And he was like, no.
No.
What do you think about the fact that Chris was going to cape for her to even afterwards, and it wasn't until she clowned him that he finally started admitting that she was an asshole? Now suddenly he has morals. Forget what he did to Shelly, but now because he has a small penis, now she's a bad person.
I mean, yeah, no. He should have.
I still want his mama, his sister to pay for their sins. Why did you lie to him?
Yeah.
And say that? Here's the thing, guys. I said this before when it first came out. Even if the mother didn't see the date, they saw everything before that and still told them that Huda was the girl.
It said Nick unfollowed Huda. Shut up. You guys are lying.
Where?
I just checked it. Where, on Instagram? Y'all, I just checked it.
She just checked it and we just saw it. Is this breaking news?
Oh my gosh, I'm looking.
He was following her 25 minutes ago. We have it on camera. Oh my God, this is so exciting. Nick unfollowed her.
Is he watching our live? Oh my God. Hi, Nick, are you in here?
Okay, Nick, first of all, you're welcome. Because I feel I've single-handedly stopped many a Negro from cussing you the fuck out. But no, Nick, if you are watching us, I appreciate it. You guys, we just live on air. For those of you who've been watching us on this live, we
Stop
just showed
it.
the last moments. Oh my God, I'm going to chills. What?
Oh my gosh,
Hey,
you
I can't say
guys.
more. Okay, so Nick just followed Huda, unfollowed
We
Huda
showed
while
it.
we're live.
Oh my gosh, we
Breaking
should
motherfucking news. We need to
timestamp
check Taylor
it.
next. What is it? I can't believe that we
I don't
didn't
even know Taylor's Instagram. What's his Instagram?
Who cares? Breaking news, guys. Nick has just unfollowed Huda after me and Monique made our plea about why he needs to. I'm just gonna go on ahead and take credit for this. Monique,
Taylor.
Monique, welcome to the camera, Monique. We're taking credit.
We're taking all the credit.
Monique did the fact checking. You were following her 27 minutes ago.
Yes.
You don't follow anymore. Thank you for listening. You guys, if you have any messages for Nicolandria, please. Y'all act like I'm delusional, but stranger things have happened. Now people screaming Nicolandria. Nicolandria, unhand us, please.
No, Taylor's still following her.
I don't care about Taylor to follow her. I thought you meant Nick.
Well, I thought. No, I know. I thought we were checking Taylor too. Sorry. Someone said.
So
sorry, you guys.
We did it, Joe. What?
Hey.
Okay, that man was making fun of us. Something is wrong with us. We're on this live doing breaking news about who's unfollowing people on fucking Instagram.
You guys.
I covered 2 elections and was riding in motorcades with Michelle Obama, and now I'm following Nicolandria's breaking news. What
you
is
guys,
my life?
we did it. We did it. We did it. Can we timestamp when we checked it the first time?
Nicolandria, what is happening?
Oh my gosh, you guys.
So here's the thing. You don't think it's interesting that everybody is waiting till the day before of the day of the reunion to get those moments of telling the truth, or like admitting they're breaking up, unfollowing people? I honestly feel like Unleash the Kraken is happening from tonight onward.
Yeah.
Now, and you guys, this also proves how full of shit Huda is. What did we say earlier about the industry? Did me and Monique not say earlier that embargoes only exist up until the episode? So Huda saying that Netflix wouldn't let her talk is a lie, because this came out after the Perfect Match finale. Perfect example. The reason why everybody's announcing they're breaking up today, the reason why Nick is unfollowing people today, is because the contractual applications end today.
Are up. They're
the
free.
embargoes are over. The purpose of an embargo is to not ruin the fucking finale or the fucking cliffhanger of a high franchise show, right? It's for us to have an incentive to keep watching. Once the show is over, Netflix is not telling you to talk about Louis. That's you fucking lying, Huda.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they're free, oh man, who else we think is gonna crack? You think Clark gonna finally have a picture of her head not in a headlock? Just a headlock with no arm around it.
Okay.
That's all he does is climb. He's a spider monkey. He just keeps climbing her back,
at her hair. I can't. I literally can't.
I really can't. What do we think about the fact that Pepe might be a whore and cheated on Iris?
Oh, Pepe, we were rooting for you.
We were?
Kinda. Were we not?
You speaking French?
Were we? Are we?
Who's we?
We? I don't know. I thought we were as a
Vu. Maybe Vu was rooting for them.
I don't know. I thought we were.
Somebody said Pepe fine though. Somebody said we were. Oh, so here's who there goes your
I thought we were. Like, were we not?
Big Destiny energy. Yeah, it was y'all.
I thought we were.
I only like Pepe as a placeholder for when I thought nobody was gonna win and I didn't want her to win.
Got it.
I never liked him. He was a placeholder. So he's like a seat filler at the Grammys.
Got it. You know what? You know what we said? We said, okay, when we were talking about him, we said, we have to see his mom.
Yeah.
And then once we saw his mom, we said, okay.
That's a white man.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Not never mind, but
it's giving big gringo energy.
The
minute I saw his mother, I understood why he wanted to be in Calabasas with Iris. How old is Iris legally?
How old?
How old is Iris?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, can we see that? Because I honestly, in my mind, she's forever 35. What? No. Everything about her, I'm so sorry.
Blue.
Whatever medication she was on today, the Kathy Hilton of it all, the way that she appeared.
Who's at 5,000? What's the 547? 32? Y'all.
No, she has the spirit of 35. Can that be a thing? Somebody was saying, look, every 30 minutes somebody posts Iris is so mature. What do you think these people are trying to say, Monique?
Yeah.
Somebody said she claims she's 25. That's a long
Claims she's 25 is wild. Claims she's 25 is wild.
Iris is more 35 than I am. Like, I'm just like, wow.
Claims she's 35, 25 is wild.
Somebody said, people that matter don't fuck with Honda. Oh, well. Peace. The person's name is I Come in Peace saying don't fuck with Honda. Here's the thing, too. I honestly do think Huda is disappointed. Why have we not seen brand deals? Where's the brand deals? Everybody's saying that Huda was going to get mad brand deals. What do we think the reason is? It's not integrity. So what's the real reason?
Well, she got Huda Beauty.
I felt like a cheap one, yeah.
Yeah, I felt like a cheap grab. But other than that, I mean, honestly, I feel like she's just not. I mean, she did the poly clothing like brand meetup. Did you see that? Did I send that to you?
Somebody said Huda released a statement. Monique, can you look it up?
Where? On her
statement.
On her Instagram?
I got so many bells open here. See, Huda released a statement. You guys, we're gonna look up Huda's statement because she has to know how bad she looks in this reunion. She did much worse.
40 people I know follow her. Why? Ew. Not ill. Sorry.
Sephora is cutting Huda Beauty from its fall campaign. Wait, which Huda released a statement? Is it Huda Beauty or Huda Mustafa?
Huda Beauty released a statement because Huda Beauty. I think it's Huda Beauty released a statement because Huda Beauty just got released from Sephora, if I'm not mistaken. If that's what we're talking about, but like. Yeah, they just got dropped from Sephora. I was like, okay,
I don't think Huda is as marketable. Somebody said that Huda is the Kardashian era is over, otherwise she would likely be more palatable. I honestly think that throwback. I think 10, 15 years ago, this would have been money for her. I think the audience has done therapy and TikTok and is learning more and is too smart and elevated. I think what she's doing is cheap in a way that's not aging well. And that had this 2008 when we were wearing belts to the club around our shirts, Huda would have been popping in her Leger dress, right? She's about 15 years and about 20 seasons of the Kardashians too late.
Yeah.
Do you think that she's stunned by it? Because I will say, though, she still has a huge following, though. Well, followers, or do we think those are bots?
They're bots. That's why her TikTok was deactivated so many times.
But it keeps coming back, though. So doesn't that mean they're substantiating them?
Because she keeps like fighting for it, but I think that's why her TikTok was deactivated so many times because she just her followers were buying her followers.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I think is a little bit daunting for me is the fact that I thought that Andy was going to go harder on Huda.
Yeah, me too.
And he sold it as if he was going to go harder. What do you think made him chicken out? Because I really do. I've seen him go harder on Sheree.
Peacock. I think it's kind of like how they even
gave our sister company. So what's the issue?
I just think how even they gave her like a Huda crash out narrative at the end. Like, why did she get her own segment at the end of the show? It's kind of like, come on, you guys. Like, you're still trying to clean up her narrative. And it's like, why are we cleaning up her narrative? Like,
maybe it's because they want her to be on Love Island Games, and so they need to mitigate damage.
Maybe that's what I'm saying. They're still trying to. That's what I'm saying. They're still trying to cater, and I'm like, at this point, you guys, like.
Somebody said I think Huda will do well as an influencer, but she will never reach the mainstream celebrity status Olandra, Nick, or Shelly are on the way to do. Yeah,
because she did like a meet and greet at Hello Polly, and it was all like kids there.
It was a couple of weird adults, but it was mostly kids. I will say this though, there was a controversy around, was Ace the ringleader? Now that we've seen all the footage, we know that Nick actually wasn't the follower that we thought, that he actually voted to keep Jeremiah and did not fall in line step with Ace. We know that Ace actually did once in a while speak up for Austin. What happened?
It said Netflix updated their Twitter bio and said, "Don't at me, I don't IDK."
Oh, that's what. Yo,
shut up. I don't have Twitter, so
I have Twitter. I'm about to look it
I
up.
don't.
If Huda gets called out by Netflix, I have to pull it up first because Twitter's full of porn. Let me make sure it's the actual page first.
Don't
You know
at
who I
me,
need to unfollow?
IDK.
Do you know who I need to unfollow?
Dead.
Brashear.
Who?
Brashear from Empire. He's now selling pussy on Twitter. So every time I go on Twitter, I see his booty hole, and so I keep forgetting to.
Pussy is wild.
Wait, I'm looking at the Netflix Twitter page. Let me see. IDK. I don't see ID. Oh, it's their bio. Oh my God.
Yeah,
It's
that's
true.
what it says. Bio.
It's their bio. That's absolutely true. Let me pull it up so we can all see it. Not only I don't have Twitter. Do you
I
own Twitter,
don't.
Money?
No, I don't be on Twitter.
All right, I'm gonna do a
Too
share
much
screen on the
propaganda.
page.
Too
It
much
is a lot of
propaganda. Yeah.
I only go on Twitter if I want to find good images.
I don't be on Twitter
All right, we're
because when
gonna
I
put
used
it
to be
on
on
this.
Twitter, I used to just be in there and I felt like I was always talking to myself and no one would like talk back. So I never was on there. But yeah.
So they're right. It says, "Don't at me. I don't know." That is what Netflix. Wow. What do we think about that? First of all, this just came out. The fact that this just came out. Do you think I can show pictures from the reunion without getting a copyright strike?
On here?
Mm-hmm.
I think it has to be over so many seconds, right?
No, showing a picture?
Yeah, I think you're okay.
Okay,
right?
I want to.
As long as it's a picture. I think it's only like video. It can't be over like 30 seconds or something like that.
Okay, I want to show some of the. I want to look at some of the pictures. I actually want to toggle through some of the pictures, but let me see if I can do this. You guys, I have to say this though. It is very interesting to. Hold on, desktop Love Island reunion. Oh, it won't let me do many of them. It's very interesting to look at some of the pictures. Who do you think looked the best?
It's a tie
I have
between.
a ton of pictures from people. Who do you think looked the best?
I
Let me
think
see.
like either Shelly or Alandria.
All right, so up here we're gonna show. Let me see, Olandria. Hold on. Oh, there was an issue with your file. Please try again in a while. This is our own personal Mercury retrograde. Like I feel like I'm having a retrograde today with the. Let's show that picture one more time.
Clark looked
Oh,
really
the pictures
pretty.
are too big.
Clark really
looked
pretty.
amazing.
I just
What do you
didn't
think
like.
together?
I didn't like her nose contour. Her nose contour as a makeup artist kind of bothered me, and her highlight kind of bothered
Why?
me. Just it was too pronounced from a makeup standpoint, just for me. But she looks super pretty. Super pretty.
I think Clark looked amazing. I think
She did.
Olandria looked amazing. I think Nicole Olandria might said there was an issue with your file. They won't let me change any files. It's so weird. I guess we can't look at any pictures, which sucks because I literally have like 100 pictures from the fucking reunion that I found. Maybe that's Peacock, or maybe that's God telling me that we're gonna get a copyright strike. I think the couple that looked the most cohesive was Nick and Olandria.
Yeah, they did. They looked like the but that's
because
because of their
Shelley and
stylist. Their stylist.
Who is their stylist, by the way?
It's a couple, and they're so
What are their
fire.
names?
I'm about to find them for you.
Love Island reunion is now trending. You guys, this is the question I want you guys to answer in the chat. There was a debate about is Ace the ringleader, and I think it was Charlie who said Ace might not be the ringleader, but he was always asking invasive questions but not answering them. So my question is, do we think that Ace was the ringleader? What does the audience think? What are your thoughts? Do you think Ace was a ringleader? Monique?
I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
You don't think he was a ringleader?
I don't think
What
he was
changed
a
your
ringleader.
mind?
I don't.
Taylor apology. Taylor did not apologize, guys. Taylor said, "You know, you stole my dog."
Yeah, no.
Do you think that's an apology? Do you think saying "you know, you stole my dog" is an apology?
No.
What are you playing? Why do you have the phone up?
Oh, I was showing you the stylist.
Oh, so show them to me.
It's Matthew Reisman. and his husband, Reg. I just know him as Reggie, but it's Reginald Reisman.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
it's a gay guy couple, male couple.
Yeah, they're a male couple. Yeah. So I worked with Reggie because he did Issa
Turn the
Rae.
camera
and-
around. I'm looking at other things, so do it quickly so I can see. Oh, I can't tell. That's too small. And so,
Oh.
how long do you think it end up with Olandria? And because, by the way, Monique is very much in the style part of the industry, so this is actually your bag. How did you find out about?
So I worked with Reg on when I did a TV show with Issa Rae. He was Issa's stylist for the show. So I worked with him when I worked with her company for Hooray. When I did the green
And
green.
Did you
project.
enjoy your time working with him?
Huh?
I said, did you enjoy your time working with him?
I did. He was super sweet. Loved him. He's super sweet.
Oh, I'm like, what? All right, we're looking at the pictures right now. So this was Hood's look. I want you guys to get a visual. And it was fine. It's very old school Kardashian. This is mom and dad. This was Olandria, and first of all, they look like they've been together for much longer than 2 months. We got Monique. This is an audio broadcast.
Yep. They do. They look super good together.
All right. Next we have Amaya and Brian. They look fine. They look like a couple.
Yeah, it's okay.
Right,
It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute.
Hannah crying.
You're breaking up.
I don't like your. Oh. Am I back?
Okay, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Am I back?
You're back now. I can hear you. Go ahead.
So can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see the screen.
Okay. It might be because the Wi-Fi is slow and I'm doing too much by showing this. This is Pepe and Iris. I'm now realizing that all the men had their titties out.
Oh, I can't see the Pepe and Iris though. I can hear you, but I can't see the Pepe. Okay, there. Nope, just me. Oh, okay. She left. Well, damn. Well, damn. Can she join back in? What happens? What happens when she leaves? Wait, what happens? Sorry, let me see what happens when she just joins back in. Oh.
You trying to do something?
I was like, wait, what happens when she leaves? Does she just join back in? How does this work?
Here's the thing. I've been traveling for the last 2 weeks, and so my audience has gotten used to what happens when my hotel Wi-Fi keeps me out. First of all, can I just say this? I just want to say this for y'all. We have only been doing these lives for about a month and some change. The fact that it doesn't matter what trip I go on, what family function I go on, y'all have me setting up fucking lights in random hotel rooms all over the place to bring y'all programming. I hope you guys appreciate this. Shout out to those who have given tips and whatnot. We can use it to give me do they have like portable Wi-Fi boxes that you can bring with you when you travel?
I think so. Yeah, you can.
All right. Well, I appreciate somebody said Blue's feed's been a little off all night. I appreciate you for sticking through it because I was looking at y'all pretty normal. Monique, how was it for you on your end? Did I finally get it fixed after I got on my Bluetooth?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
How long do we think it's gonna take before Huda breaks up with Louis?
Or before he breaks up with her? I give him about a week.
Wait, what? No, they just came on vacation together. Does nobody believe in love? The fuck?
That's not love, that's lust.
You don't think love could at least last till Christmas so they can have matching pajamas?
He's not the matching pajama type.
Now let's do a story time, and you can't say I don't know. You actually have to have an answer. What do you think caused the end of Huda and Amaya's friendship? What scenario?
Ooh, what would be the end of their friendship?
I think it'd be a boy. I think because now that Amaya's what Huda's about to be, if Amaya has a relationship and Huda doesn't, or there's a guy that Amaya likes that Huda also knows, I could see it being over. Somebody said money. I could see it being over.
Ooh.
Ooh, Amaya getting more brand deals.
Ooh, jealousy. Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
what kind
good
of jealousy?
one.
Tell us what kind? Because you know Huda could be a million ways. You think it's gonna be the brand deals or a dude?
I think brand deals. I like the money. Like she's getting more famous and like more clout than she is.
Well, Amaya's not actually getting all that famous. I think Huda and Amaya are the two biggest disappointments so far. I think Nicole Landry has kind of overshadowed everybody, with Shelly and Ace being a close second, just being badasses who look like 90s fine. Someone said here, let's see, 2,000, wait, 2,000 people watching and only 600 likes, like the video, guys. Oh, not trying to do a housekeeping. Okay, so I'm new here. I forgot to ask for likes. Yes, y'all, please like it. Actually, it's 3,063. Can all 3,063 of y'all make sure you like the post? Wait, Monique, what? That's why when I came back and you were pressing buttons, I said, "Girl, leave the thing alone. I'll be back."
They said you are the captain now. I said, oh.
I mean,
Hey,
how did you feel? How did you know it was 2 minutes?
They said you just got to talk to us. I said, oh, okay. They said you just figure it out.
Those TikToks where somebody says, "Watch my baby, I'll be right back."
That's what they
when
felt
my
like.
Wi-Fi in my hotel goes out, my guests have to watch the baby.
That's what it felt like. They were like, "Yeah,
Okay,
you just gotta."
Let's do how long will it last roulette. I'm gonna name a couple, Monique. This is a game, and you have to say the first amount of time that comes to your head. Okay, how long will this last? You cannot overthink it. Are you ready? I need verbal consent. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Nick and Taylor.
Ooh. 7 years.
Jesus. Nick and Ace.
Lifetime.
Ace and Shelly.
Lifetime.
Nicolandria.
Lifetime.
Monique, okay. We just say lifetime for
real. No, I really that's what I feel. I feel like they could last a long time.
So do you really think, and I want to ask this, do we all really think, can we be honest? Because I love them both. Do we think that Nicolandria and Shalace as a foursome are going to make it to the long haul? Do you think 5 years from now we'll be talking about, oh my God, remember when Nicolandria and Shalace first started? Like Cameron and Lauren from Love is Blind. Do you sincerely believe that?
I feel like if they
Hold up, don't do that.
No, wait. Let me say no. Let me give my answer.
I do not want nuance. I do not want nuance. This is one of the rare times where I just want you a clear answer.
Yes.
Yay or nay?
Yay.
Why?
Yay. Oh, now you want my nuance, huh?
No. Not that you've answered. I want to know why, because I feel like you were dog walking it.
No, I'm not. I genuinely feel like if they can focus on the fundamentals of a relationship and don't let the noise cloud what's happening within it, they have something to sustain it. They do.
Someone just said something that made me nervous because this was my first thought. Nick and Landry maybe, but Shelly and Ace, he's still young and only 22. The fact that he's 22 and she's his first girlfriend, I want them to last so bad and to beat the statistics.
Yeah.
But a 22-year-old saying this is my first and last girlfriend makes me a little nervous. As someone who's dated younger men, as a pansexual Haitian girl who's dated younger men, mostly Leos, I have been Shelly on many occasions.
Yeah.
You think Shalace is gonna break the statistics and actually make it despite him only being 22? Yes or no? I need it on the record for when it does or doesn't happen, for the wedding or the breakup. This is the video. What's your answer? You got 3 seconds, Monique. This is supposed to be rapid fire.
No. Yes.
You said no?
Yes, I do. 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 And here's why. All truth. Okay. Here's why. I broke a statistic.
Somebody said Ace is 23 now. He didn't have a birthday. He's 23 now. You're right.
I broke a statistic. I've been married since I was 19. It can happen if
Yeah.
people really love each other and it's
That's what I was trying to
genuine.
lead you to. I was like, girl, you're supposed to be the answer.
Yes. If people really love each other and
Yeah.
they lead with love, no matter what age. I mean, obviously it matters what age, but you can beat a statistic.
As someone who got married very young, what advice would you give to Shelly and Ace to beat the statistic the way that you and Richard have?
Drown out the noise. Focus on what love is and what matters to you and work on it. Grow within yourself, grow within your relationship.
I honestly do think that the thing that makes me think that they actually have a fighting chance isn't the money or the fame. It's Ace's emotional regulation.
Yes.
The way that Ace is hands down the most restrained person on the island, even more than Shelly and Olandria.
Right.
He's like an old granddaddy. You got to beg to even show up to the function.
Right.
The fact that he's not mixy, picks and chooses who he feels safe around, and can't be convinced to lie on himself, even if it's unpopular. Those moments of integrity and emotional maturity are the only reason that I think him and Shelly have a chance, not the fact that he's obsessed with her. Obsession can fade.
Yeah, I agree.
His integrity, they're like, okay, there might be a fighting chance. Somebody better raise them right.
Right.
Which one do we think will get engaged first, Olandria or Shalais?
I think Shalais.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like they would be the ones. I feel like
yes, we are talking about children. Okay, we've already judged ourselves. You missed that part of the broadcast. Okay, yes, okay.
We are past that. It's a group.
Okay.
It's a group.
We're a bunch of young,
project.
sexy aunties worried about our babies. All right, let us have this.
They've already had kids once, you guys. Let us live.
Let us live, okay? But honestly, though, I will say this. I do think the fact that Shelly and Olandria ended up with such good men probably bothers the girls more than their popularity. You guys said that you could see Amaya and Huda breaking up over a brand deal. I think that's true, but I think that in their minds, Huda and Amaya both feel a way that Olandria and Shelly got the real prizes, which was healthy relationships with men who adore them. To this day, we've never seen Amaya get courted. To this day. That actually breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Do you think that Fenty prematurely spoke when they made it clear to everyone that that Amaya was their fave, and they wish that they had gone after Olandria instead?
Yeah, for sure. But that's just who I do. But
yeah,
that's just
I honestly do.
Yeah, that's just whoever's running their marketing or whoever's running their social media. And, that's just on that end.
What do you think would happen if they also had Olandria or Shelly there?
Listen, what Mike say? We need Shelly and Olandria on Fenty and in the Fenty runway show this year. That's what we need.
Yeah, I didn't. Somebody said I just followed Monique. I didn't realize her husband was from Insecure. Oh, it's Richard. Where's Richard?
He's in the kitchen making dinner.
You had told me that at some point Richard was gonna say hello, not just because of the Insecure thing, but he actually watches the show. We had talked about Richard actually a band talking about the show. I'm gonna ask him his.
I know he was supposed to come.
He was supposed to come with a child at this point, and it's the last. But ain't nothing left, Richard.
Someone said that they saw that you were my husband. Can you come say hi?
Oh yeah.
We want to hear a man's take on Ace.
What's going on?
Hi, oh, y'all cute, Richard.
Hey, what's up?
Do you think Richard?
Oh wait.
Can you see us, Richard?
The mic.
Sorry.
It's fine. You'll plug the. It's fine. I need to hear at the speaker.
Oh wait, here.
You want to put
he
the
can't
headphone?
hear?
Yeah.
Richard, can you hear the sound of my voice? Can you hear the sound of my voice, Richard?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, there are 3,015 people in here. They want to know. Your face. They want to know, do you think Ace and Shelly are going to make it in the long run despite him only being 23 years old? Richard,
only
you got
time.
married at 19.
No, I mean only time will tell. I mean, I can't. I don't think no one can really say whether they will or won't. I mean, me and Mo got married after 9 months of knowing each other, and we just celebrated 19 years. So I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like only time will tell. I don't know. Hopefully they do.
First of all, Richard, they're up in here telling Monique that her husband is fine. Respectfully.
Oh, hey, I appreciate it. Hey, gas me. No.
He said, "Cosme." Speaking
Gas
of
me.
Libra energy, what do you think about Nicolandria? Why do you think Nicolandria works?
Hold
Why
on.
are we so obsessed?
Excuse me.
Yeah, we talk about
Go
Nicolandria.
ahead. I'm right here. What do you?
What do you think about Nicolandria? Because we're all
Oh my God.
obsessed and we just can't believe it.
Not me getting booted.
What I think about Nicolandria? I think I don't know.
As a man, we want to hear a man's opinion on Nicolandria.
I think it could be genuine. I did think like in the beginning, I think Nick probably liked Alandria more than she liked him. And I'll be honest. I think a lot of us won't say it. I think Alandria was like, yo, I want a black man. And I think that was, she was like, yeah, I want a black man. But then Nick was like, I'm going to show you the other side. And she
Marcel
was just like,
showed up.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So go ahead.
And I was going to ask you, as a black man, how did you feel watching the way that Huda spoke about Chris? Did you hear all the things that Huda was saying about Chris in the press, about how he had a small penis and how he had a wandering eye? Do you think that Chris fumbled by aligning with Huda?
Hell yeah, he fumbled by aligning with Huda. I mean, for any guy, the way she went out there and the way she talked about Jeremiah to the entire villa, like you pussy ass bitch and all that, and out with that man the way she did, like anybody, Chris went into that, like he set himself up for that because everybody was kind of avoiding her. Like JD, the one that just always smiles, he was like, but hey, hey,
you dominant, you real dominant.
Listen. He saw that quick. He was like, "Yo, I'm cool on you." Like he basically told her, and I think Chris was just like, and I get it. It's a part of the show. Chris was like, "Yo, I'm gonna stay on a little longer, get my camera time," and he had to endure some abuse because of that.
Why would a man find Huda still attractive now? As women, we're all assuming that Huda looks radioactive, but we're not dudes. Mm-hmm. Why would a guy still want to date a girl like Huda after everything that they've seen? What's the attraction?
It's just physical attraction. It is. It's physical. I think once they get past the physical and once it sets in and they have to like deal with the person and shit, they like, oh yeah, you're not for me. So I think it's all physical, man. That's guys, they don't. I mean, even if they see this woman, they see how she acts and how she doesn't take accountability for shit. And how it's always for me, and it still be like, oh, I want her. Yeah, you only want her physically because you gonna get tired of her, just like America was tired of her. Shit. So
no, America was tired of her. Somebody said, y'all, who does this man look like? Tupac. Chris. They're trying to talk about Chris, and then they're switching over to Richard. They're trying to figure out who you look like. I've always said you look like Tupac. Who do you think you look like?
Man, I get everybody. I think most famously, I think people always get me confused. They like, I was just in a store the other day and they were like, somebody was like, you look a lot like Brad Pitt. And I was like, what? So.
Okay, Richard, thank you for your time. Richard, thank you for your time. That's how you look like Brad Pitt is wild.
Yeah, on that note, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for having me on.
You look like Brad Pitt. Really? What the fuck?
I get that.
This is the hard-hitting journalism. Richard, you need to come back on the live. I told Monique a million times you need to come on the live, and you haven't come.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of let y'all just have this space, without this male energy coming in. You know what I mean? I feel like
There's men.
Yeah, but I mean, they're just, they're kind of watching, and they're not really bringing their perspective. Are you just mansplaining?
Somebody said you're a carbon copy of Brad Pitt.
Thank you. I see. I knew it. Somebody said a skinny version of Steve Harvey. What you say? What's your ass say?
Like, you know what? I'm so tired. What is happening? Yes, everybody else is saying Tupac. I let everybody else is saying Tupac. Thank you. I'm not crazy.
Oh no, I've been getting that.
Who is your favorite Islander?
My favorite Islander? Ooh.
No pressure.
It was probably it's either out of Olandria or Nick. So them two together.
You are
So
Nick Olandria hot too.
I want to say
somebody said that Nick, you look like Michael B. Jordan's sneaky cousin. Thank you for your time.
Sneaky cousin. Okay, you know what? I didn't come on here for y'all to fry me like this, bruh. Y'all have a wonderful night.
That's a good one. Add that to the list. Michael B. Jordan.
Sneaky cousin though, like what that mean? Like I live with grandma. I live with grandma.
So what that mean? The squint.
What that mean though? I live with grandma, and I stay in the back room and I eat applesauce and graham crackers for lunch or dinner. That's what sneaky cousin of Michael B. Jordan looks
everybody
like.
in here is saying they love your cat videos. So, Little Duval, Tupac. Okay, it's getting disrespectful. All right,
Little Duval means good. Hey man, kiss my ass.
Okay. Not y'all scared away, Monique. Y'all don't scare Richard away. Monique.
He came on here to be nice and do a nice thing for y'all, and y'all made him leave with middle fingers. He ain't coming back, y'all. He is not coming back.
He said Killmonger's cousin for sure.
Why you run him off like that?
Wait,
why y'all run Walmart Kobe? Why y'all doing my husband like that? You know what?
Well, first they said he was fine, and then
right now y'all roasting him. You know what? He's not coming back here. Y'all don't deserve him.
That's okay. I know the ones that roasting is the dudes. They just mad because women said I'm fine. I know it's the dudes that's roasting.
They did say you were fine at first.
It's always
they did say you was fine at first.
It's always the dudes. I know that. That's okay.
Okay, Walmart Kobe's what? This is
all
legends,
Kobe's
though.
crazy.
It's all legends.
Yeah, leave Molly, brother.
I stand by Tupac as someone who actually met him. All right, you heard that, Richard?
Someone said they stand by Tupac because she actually met him. He said dope.
Oh, somebody said Olandria's podcast. So yes, I started the beginning of Olandria's podcast with Jason Tartrick from The Bachelor. I know the audio is real, but the video looked like AI.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I can show like a quick. I don't want to get demonetized by showing because I don't know if it's one of those shows. But if you look up Olandria and Jason Tartrick, the audio sounds like her, but the video, she's wearing a bra, like a bikini top.
Oh, that is real. That's when she went to the Hamptons.
Oh, okay. It looks like an AI.
Because Taylor and Clark went also.
Okay, well, maybe Olandria is so attractive, she looks like an AI. I was like, why does she look like an AI?
She's literally
That's actually real Olandria?
That's really where she says, where he asked her a question and she said Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's real.
You know what it is too?
She was in the Hamptons.
They cut the clip so that it was choppy. So I was like, oh, that's probably AI because she looks too perfect and she's wearing a bikini top like she's a avatar and it's choppy. That was real? That's okay, real. Now I'll go back and watch it. I thought it was AI for real.
No, that's real. So it was like a week or maybe 2 weeks after the villa, they went to the Hamptons. And then
what do you think about the Nick Cannon thing though? About Nick Cannon? What was that question that Nick Cannon asked that was nasty?
Which one?
The one that the clip, whichever one you could think of.
He asked a couple. He asked a couple of questions because he even asked like if you would. He asked a couple of questions. If you were paid $10 million, would you let your mom watch you eat a girl out?
Yes, watch you eat somebody out.
Yeah. Like, sir. It was just disgusting.
The thing about Nick, the fact that Nick can be so agile, socially agile, even when dealing with the problematic, dirty uncle like Nick Cannon.
Right.
Yeah. It's not because is what's the term that people get together?
Your video's glitching.
Am I back?
Your videos, I can hear you. I can't see you. You're going out, yeah.
You can't see me? Tell me when you can see me.
No, nope, can't see you. It's glitchy. Android vibes is crazy. Well, it's just us again, guys. I'm here to entertain you until she comes back. So, what are we doing this time?
My hotspot is back on.
Watch the baby. Exactly.
Realize what happened?
They said, watch the baby. Exactly.
It is watch the baby. And you're a mom, right?
Right.
I said, Blue got that Jet 2 Wi-Fi. First of all, it's the hotel. Darling, take my hand. You see what I do for you, mother suckers? I'm up here in the hotel. I got a button.
See, not the picture looking good, but the sound glitching.
Okay, well, we're gonna wrap this up. Before we go, Monique, please let everybody know where they can find you.
You can.
I realize it's 1:20 in the morning.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you can find me on Threads and Instagram at Monique Nevels.
Oh, nice. And you can find me looking for a different hotel because I'm supposed to go live tomorrow, but I can't go through this again. We're gonna go, and I actually booked this hotel for the rest of. I can't be in this hotel for the rest of the week. For those of you who are curious, I want to say before we leave, Monique. First of all, Monique, thank you for coming back.
Thanks for having me. It was so much fun.
I know.
I really had a great time.
Really good to have you back. Please let us know. Somebody said Blue definitely saved 50 pounds off that Wi-Fi. You guys, y'all just gonna roast me my own show. It's really fun. Monique, what is it like coming back to it being so different than before the last time?
It's fun. It's great. It was really fun. It was really, really fun.
Somebody said, Blue, are you gonna do a live with Jesse? I probably do plenty of lives with Jesse. I do lives with my friends all the time. I will say this though. Somebody, girl, great your hotel. This is ghetto, Boo. It really is. The funny thing is the hotel costs a lot of money. Their Wi-Fi is just, I guess, too weak for streaming. This is another thing. Next time I'm going to the Hilton, the nice old cheap Hilton has strong Wi-Fi for half of the price of this fucking boutique hotel. I will say this, Monique, I'm so happy you came back. I'm so happy this is full circle.
Yay.
I do feel like we'll be doing other lives about Love Island. My gut is telling me that over the next week, we're going to hear more about what the Islanders think. I have a strong feeling that over the next week, we're going to hear people finally say what they're thinking because now that it's aired, I think a lot of people remember what happened, but watching it back, people are probably triggered, and that's probably why Nick is in this live unfollowing Hannah. I'm still taking credit for that. I don't care. All right, guys, you already know if you want to take my class, the fall class is completely sold out, but the early bird tickets for the January class are now up for $100 off before the price goes up for next year. Monique took the class and had a great time.
It was so much. I learned a lot.
If you ever want to join us for alumni, we're always here for you.
I know. I need to refresh.
Right, and thank you for reminding me. Yes, you guys, the code, the secret password for this episode that I want you to put in the comments after this live is over is cut the check, right? Because watching Andy and Ariana do such a great job within their wheelhouse made me realize that Black and brown creators on social media have been doing an exemplary job for pennies on the dollar. Maybe one day you'll see. Monique, can you imagine if one day we end up doing like something with like After Sun or something for like Love Island?
I would love it. I'm going to talk to Kiki.
I just feel like.
Because, hello, can I co-host or do you need me?
Absolutely. First of all, how did you feel about Kiki's, before we go, Kiki's interview with Nick and Taylor, and forget that y'all are friends. Forget that part.
Okay, so honestly, I didn't really watch it. I just saw like little clips and bites, but I did feel like a lot of times she was holding her tongue. Even like some of the things that like Nick would say, she'd be like,
yeah.
But she kept it professional and didn't really like say anything. But from what I saw, it was just kind of like.
I think Kiki is such a polished,
very polished.
This show needs a little bit of mess.
Yeah.
I think this show is messier than her branding, and next year I think the Love Island team as a whole needs to rethink who gets to interview who.
They need a little mess. Just a little.
Not even not mess, spice. Just spice. Because I actually don't do mess, but I do spice.
They just need a little seasoning.
Sazon?
A little
Adobo?
sazon. A little sazon.
Something that you would have found in Amaya's kitchen before Brian put her out. By the way, I really do hope Amaya finds a man who likes her and has to pursue her.
Same. Same.
All right, before we go, lowlights and highlights. What was your low light of the season, your highlight, and then we're wrapping up?
Low light of the season was definitely Shelly and Alandria being pinned as bullies. Highlight was obviously being early on the Nick Alandria boat.
My low point was the Huda convincing the island to bully Jeremiah because they all assumed America hated him when we actually hated her. As someone who's been lied on, it triggered me real bad. The tie for that was the moment that Huda kissed Chris, and I immediately knew what she was about to do to Shelly. That first kiss with Chris, I immediately knew what was happening, and I hate that I was right. My highlight would be Olandria realizing how loved she is, and Nick realizing that he had a chance. Like, it's not Nick Olandria like falling for each other. It's the moment when they both realize that they deserved each other and could have each other. I think right now, so many of us, we keep joking about why we love Nick Olandria. So many of us are scared to hope. And in their own unintentional way, Nick Olandria gives us permission to hope a little bit. Even in 2025, with the Antichrist as president in America, and the world burning outside of our windows, and the aliens allegedly coming by Christmas, still get to hope a little bit. I think that's why this season was saved by them, and why we continue to watch. So we keep on hoping that Shalace and Nick Olandria will make it despite the odds, because maybe we'll make it despite the odds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. It's just so poetically and so beautiful. You say things so eloquently that I can't really say, but it's exactly what I want to say, but you just know how to say it. I just
say that before the Wi-Fi goes out again. Y'all keep calling me ghetto. Y'all know how much money I spend on this roof. Y'all let me go. It's okay. It's okay. All right, Monique, I love you.
I love you too. Same.
And I'm going to go to sleep now, and I'll probably go to sleep to Nick Olandria videos, to be perfectly honest. You guys, as always, please share this with a friend.
Yes.
And please tell Richard thank you for popping up, and that they didn't mean it when they said skinny Steve Harvey.
He probably won't come back. Someone called him a Timu Tupac.
Oh, y'all can't be rude to the guests and think they're coming back. Why would you say that out loud? He didn't see that part. You could have got that to yourself.
He didn't hear me.
But he gonna watch the show. All right, good night. I love y'all so much.
All right, good night. Bye. Love you guys. Bye.